And welcome back to Vestige of Ophiuchus Campaign 1, Session 23. You guys miss out on caster introductions because we had a huge thing that set us back by half an hour, YouTube, and we had to go and change some things, and there might be some more technical hiccups because of a rule set corruption that I had to fix that took all the damage die out of our character sheets. Cool. It's fucking okay. Fun. All right, here we go. Jumping back in. Here we go. Who's gonna give us a recap that I lied and said we weren't going to do again? It's Bread! Bread, you have 30 seconds. Give the recap.
Are you fucking kidding me?
You just wasted 2 seconds.
I don't know.
We're running out of time here.
Oh my god, we went shopping. Lexi got interrogated by Edrigan. No, it was the
Clear the bread!
We found campsites like twice.
Clear the bread!
We just... Clint just got to ride his horse!
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay. Family is here, and one of them is Diane, and I don't know, Spencer told you so.
Yeah.
Alright,
Damn
acceptable enough. As there's no longer a award attached to these, you get nothing, but good job.
I just made her panic for nothing.
The amount that I need fucking Stewie to edit the highlights, so it's like, okay, Brett, what happened last game? And that's it.
Stewie, put that in the highlights. Make sure that this part explaining it is not in the highlights.
Yeah.
You may need to go back. Luckily, it's not far.
Also, Stewie, we're switching to film. Here are your scissors.
Bust out the scissors. All right. Heckin'. So, we had already tried to start the game once, and after a minute, we realized that there was going to be an issue with the dice. I'd already asked you guys what you wanted to do, and when I did so, you guys said that you wanted to invite Diane and those that had come up to the house in.
They are my guests.
What? Just for the sake of having it on the video, I'd just like to reinforce the main highlights of last time. Is your guys' house is being watched by some people. There are people with tools that look like they're trying to set up Alchemist fire. Diane is the empty promise, the godchild of the unseen hand, and wants to meet with you. And Argo talked with you guys. We actually all forgot that one last time. Argo had a big old talk with you guys.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't, but fair. And you guys found out from Edrigan that the High Lord of Mott has not made an effort to use the city's resources to try to stop Murkwire and has not acknowledged him as a criminal because there's no proof against him, and Edrigan thinks other things are going on. Those are the things I wanted to reinforce and remind the stream. We're back. I also didn't do the date last time, which is really out of character for me. It is Era 2, year 758. The date is Friday, the 25th of July, and it's 8 p.m.
Also, there's a guy going around stealing souls.
Oh, yes.
True.
Right.
Like,
Not our souls! On a unicycle.
On a unicycle.
some kind of scary clown.
Devil clown. Devil clown.
Some kind of scary clown.
So, a clown, then.
With a soul-stealing pie.
No.
So that's why they both covered in cream.
Alrighty. Dear God. Throws a pie at you. Spear comes out of the pie. Goes through. Alright. Cool. So, you guys are going in. I'm going to change the ambience slightly so that it's forest, dark with wind. Interior, night.
Dark
Diane
forest.
enters house. Okay.
Steps aside.
Just, is there anything you guys would like to go over again or reconfirm going into the situation? Anything that you were unclear about last time?
No. Can we have a map?
I think Raleigh and
I don't fully see the point of a map right now, but if you want it, then you should already have it.
Yeah, it's the first one.
I'm on the map.
I'm on the map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Carrie, what's it? Lexi and Raleigh, like, hiding on a different floor, you think?
I think they're on the second floor, like looking
Yeah.
down through a window, discussing if
Trying
they
to-
should disguise. Now seeing that it's Diane, and it's like, what's the fucking point?
It's like, she knows. She knows everything.
Well,
Make
you
yourself at home.
Oh, they're letting it in. Rolly, do we?
Oh.
Do we
Well,
disguise? What do
it
we
took
do?
us an extra half hour to get into game, and the lawnmower guy decided to start a half hour late.
What a bitch!
I'm gonna close my windows.
I think he watches the
Oh
stream.
my
He
god.
must.
He's the one.
Yeah, Rolly, what should we do? Should we bother still disguising? Should we stay up here and not do anything? What should we do?
I feel like by now they definitely know we're here. Let's go in with disguises just in case, and try not to make any enemies, I suppose.
But like, if she knows we're supposed to be here, then she's just gonna be like, "Where's Raleigh?" And like say, like she or we're. What does she think your name is? Does she think it's Aristo?
I think she knows about both names, probably, but if she's with the family, then she knows me by Raleigh.
Isn't she with like a different branch though? Would she care?
I honestly don't know. The branches are kept so separate, we know so little about the ones we're not a part of.
Mm-hmm. So you should go with Aristo. But I mean, if you want to disguise, then that's fair.
Yes.
I don't know. I
If-
feel I don't know. I feel like maybe disguising might arise more suspicion, but there's also other people with her. I really don't know.
You think we should just put our best foot forward and just go out there without a disguise and make it seem like we're willing to talk?
I mean, maybe, but at least our branches of the family are looking for us. I mean, we don't know if she cares.
Yes, we don't exactly know many of her motives yet.
Mm-hmm.
But if she only wanted to kill us, this would be a very indirect way to go about it. Seems like she's known where we are for quite some time. She could have got that done far more directly.
Yeah.
She wants something more specific here.
I feel like we could just go in. Just normal.
All right, let's do that then.
Okay.
All right.
We go downstairs.
As the other two come in after her, it's just like, try the chicken. It's delicious.
Hors d'oeuvre, madam.
For the sake of, since we're using the map, I'm just gonna go ahead and.
At the Vogue, just, like,
Squintus is being
with a
very
leg in his mouth, just
Horrendous.
We're waiting for them.
Quintus is squintusing at them.
Quintus is Squintus.
nice.
Squintusing
Nice.
it.
So you've already invited them in by that point?
Yes, definitely.
So they
he has already
entered.
stepped out of the way.
Diane has her hood down. I'd like to know if you guys are dining. Are you going to be using the door that's directly at the front, or are you guys going to be using a different room or area? I just want to know for the general
I would
context of what's going on.
assume we had set everything up in this room.
I was gonna
Okay.
say that's more.
That
of a,
seems
like,
to be our dining area, and this just seems
Yeah.
to be like a conference table.
Alrighty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Even
That
though
sounds
there's
about right.
even though there's more chairs at that other table, but whatever.
You can move chairs. They're not locked in space.
Well, just
No, I
assume
know.
chairs
The
are at the
magic
places.
chairs.
Yeah. We'll just assume
They're
there's
not
enough chairs in
interactable.
there.
I try to click on them, but there's no prompt. I can't do anything with
I
them.
can't move anything.
We're
God.
like the chair version of the immovable rod.
Yeah,
Right
move
this way.
as you guys enter
Just
the
still
half orc.
setting the
The half orc that's with her walks up, generally to the steps, and he stops. The two blink dogs walk up, just behind him. He stops, crosses his arms like,
I'll wait out here. Don't need me inside, right?
"No, that should be fine. Thank you." Thulin, are you going to come inside though? Yeah, might as well. I mean, if they try to get the jump on you, that'd be pretty bad. At least want someone there to tell the story of how you murdered an entire guild, right?
We promised there was no violence, correct?
Cracks his. Well, there's not going to be. It's really up to you, isn't it?
Shall I bring anything out to you? I said to the half-orc.
That's fine. Actually,
He looks to his dogs with an almost word expression.
have any spare steak or meat?
There's going to be plenty to spare, my friend.
You see both the dogs tilt their heads and let out a small whine.
We'd love that.
We'll send some right out.
We need
Follow me.
food.
As he goes inside.
They will join you guys. Assuming that they are taken to the area you guys have decided is the dining area, is there anything along the way that you guys would like to do? Mary, I know Miriam, you are the closest one, and then she would pass by the others, assuming that she's not going to make any special note of any of you until she gets there. Is there anything anybody wants to do?
No.
I'll start grabbing food for the dogs after listening to Quintus talk about it.
Thanks, kitty.
I'm just
fine.
eyeing her cautiously.
Alright.
I will just go. I will lead them into that room, and I will take a seat.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Actually,
She-
since I'm big, I'll probably like get out of the way of everybody.
She moves through the house with what seems to be pretty assumed familiarity, which is not shocking. She owned this place up until recently. As she moves through, Thulin will come to the room you guys are in, and he goes to the back wall, leans against it. She sits at the head of that table, assuming nobody tries to stop her from doing so.
No issues there, man.
Her body language is rather restrained but polite. You do not get the sense that she is nervous or itching to fight, just passively. She has basically the same sort of aura that she has whenever you've talked to her with Edrigan, except less officious than she had before. Which, to be fair, saying that out loud, that was pretty much her whole deal. But she still moves around with a general respect for her surroundings. You don't get the
food
sense
is
that,
to your liking.
yeah. She sits, looks at it. I can't say that I'm going to be eating very much, but I do appreciate that you went all out like this. You didn't have to.
The people of the land away know how to throw a party to the best of our ability.
I've heard that.
You'll forgive, we haven't got a lot of renovations to this place yet, so this is the best I could do.
The last time I saw this place, it was in much worse condition. She regards everybody. I'm very sorry for not being able to be forthright with you up until now. I feel like I probably don't need to explain why, though, so an apology is all I can offer.
I'm guessing Edrigan doesn't know.
That is correct. Edrigan does not know what I do. It's probably best. He did build his company, but whenever I saw the potential in it, whenever it was still fairly young, I got involved as an investor. And I've been helping it to find success.
Oh, noble.
It proves to be very useful, having control of an international shipping company, especially when you want to ship things that may otherwise not be movable through the normal channels.
So what do you want with us?
Complicated question.
Oh, Kitty's back.
Yeah, you took meat out to them?
Yeah.
Whenever you do, the half-orc is not exactly friendly, but when you give him meat, he is very, he's very polite about it. You get basically nothing, no hostility, but he is very grateful that you feed the dogs, and he seems excited to give them food.
Hell yeah.
Give him a nod and turn back and walk back inside.
This meeting is less about exactly what I want from you, and more that I thought I owed you all an explanation. Up until recently, we were working with Murkwire.
Including the first day we met.
That's correct. It was in an effort to help. She looks over towards Raleigh. You had established you're not in a disguise, right?
Yeah, we decided to just play it straight.
Yeah.
In an effort to find your former boss, or to help your former boss. We did not think that, we didn't believe that Kyverium Southrester's research was going to move ahead at quick enough of a pace. So we decided to start intercepting it and seeing if we could assign anybody to do the work for him. We never got anything that we could latch onto, and by the time our relationship with Murkwire fell apart, we realized that Kyverium was moving much faster than anybody we could assign to it would. So it turned out to be for nothing. Of course, it did also have the benefit of being able to claim part of the shipments that Murkwire stole that we told him about. So that was good. In any case, we did send you blindly into danger, and we did technically betray you.
I will be blunt. If I hadn't had my horse back this morning, I would be far angrier.
Of course, that's why we returned it to you.
Thank you very much for treating him with respect.
He's a very well-bred horse. If he hadn't belonged to you, we probably would have kept him.
I can't speak for my companions. He just looks at everybody else.
That sounded like he
I
was
have no
Yeah, I
going
thought
to
you were gonna say
continue.
something, yeah.
No, he's like, I don't. So he's like, I'm not angry. I can't speak for my companions.
Right.
Oh, fair.
Ah,
I am still processing this.
I think
This
I'm
is
more
weird.
confused than angry.
indeed.
It's a
What
waste
are
of
you
time to be
confused
angry.
about?
Just everything in general.
She raises an eyebrow at that. I'm sorry, I'm not really prepared to explain everything in general.
It's fair.
What? Sorry, I'm not too familiar with this side of the world. What is exactly that that your branch of the family does again?
The acquisition of magical items, particularly ones that would be thought of as illegal. Their distribution to people that would offer to buy them, and distribution to the other sides of the family. We are... the storefront of the family is a good way to put it. Our main concern is finding things that we're not supposed to find, retrieving things that the royal family would like to see destroyed, and making certain tools available that normally would not be legal. We also deal with a lot of minor trading, things like slave trade and whatnot. I don't much care for it, but that pays bills. Effectively, if there's a transaction to be had within the family that is not related to assassination, protection money, or to the exchange of information, then that falls under my purview.
All right.
And
Interesting.
we are probably the most legal of the branches, barring a few parts of our, choice things.
Depending on where you are, I suggest.
The black market is not exactly legal, but most of our work is done under the guise of property management and managing resources, or moving our funds through companies like I do with Edrigan. In any case, if it puts your minds at ease, we are not merciless killers. We leave that to the tailors. I didn't come here because we have any interest in killing any of you, or even in making you our enemies. If
Expect you would, given all the trouble you went through to give us this place. But that means you probably want something from us.
your general assistance, well, there's, I suppose, 3 major things that we would like. And they may be in your best interests as well. The first of them is we would like to help Kyverium continue with his research, and whether or not you approve of this, we will do it. We would like to offer him the resources to continue his work under the guise of investors that will appear and offer him space to work, materials that he needs, and so on, as well as protection for any future shipments he may want to make. There are plenty of people in the world suffering from amnesis. it wouldn't be hard
I
to
believe I may
fabricate
be
some that would
falling
come
for you.
forward and offer him the means to continue his work. The caveat there being that the family plans to take advantage entirely of whatever his research is for the sake of helping Kanta.
Benefits everyone, then it doesn't really matter, does it?
The other
The
thing,
quicker he can research, the better.
Yeah.
the second, and this pertains directly to you, is Murkwire has made an embarrassment of us. We struck a deal with him, but he went back on that deal as soon as he put Kyverium's life in danger. Him keeping resources that he stole from the shipments was something we allowed him to do in exchange for stealing the research for us. We don't know what he was using the money and items that he was stealing from our shipments for. We assume it was used to help to bribe the people that would enter into his army or to fund whatever he's planning. In any case, it's not good for the city. So we would like to offer our continued help in putting an end to whatever it is Murkwire's doing.
So, you're saying you'd be... At least your branch of the family would be willing to provide assistance in taking down Murkwire?
Indeed. If we think that there's something that you'd be suited for, we'd like to pass the information on to you and count on your help. We wouldn't bring you into everything we were doing, of course, and for the most part, we would just stay out of your way with the expectation that you'd stay out of ours.
So, your assistance would come in the form of information?
Information and possibly protection. If you need the means to get somewhere that perhaps you normally couldn't, or you need to make contact with people that you normally couldn't, then we could try to help set those things up. As well, by trusting us, you'd have access to our black market.
That was gonna be gonna lead into my next question.
That too, yeah.
How would we access this black market?
We could give you a contact, and you already technically have one in that you could talk to me, but I would prefer that you go through somebody else in case things fall apart. But if you need things, we could try to track them down for you. Our work is expensive, but it exists, which I can't say for other people. The third thing that I want from you is that we plan to make Edragan the High Lord of Mott. I would like to be the advisor to the High Lord because it would be good for my business, but also because, she taps one of her ears, it would be good for people that I'm concerned for. I don't have a great love for my fellow man, certainly, but I grew up under similar conditions to Edragan, and I would like to see the conditions of the city and this country change. So we would like to see a man with Edragan's vision become the High Lord. If you have some problem with a member of the family sitting in a position of authority beside the High Lord, then I am afraid that would make us incompatible.
Looks over at Lexi and Lisa.
Things change. People get new jobs. I can't imagine the family already doesn't have some access to the High Lord already. And given our, say, run-ins with Agravane, who's the other right hand of the current High Lord, he's not too far from the Crystal Queen. I'd rather the family there than her if I could make the choice.
Edragan doesn't win any popularity contests, though, from what we hear. Apparently, he doesn't seem to think he has that big of a running chance, I believe.
Edragan?
How exactly are we going to help with that?
The main thing, and I've been setting the framework of this in place, is the highest standard is becoming somewhat synonymous with the actions that Edragan is taking. Things that you do that are good for the city are considered to be reflective of him. So if you continue to do well, then that's one good thing. The main consideration is that when a new High Lord is chosen, it'll be the Merchant Lords that vote for them. All we need to do is make sure that we have a majority in that case. The current High Lord himself can't vote. The High Lord is never allowed to try to weigh in on who's going to take over. I believe that several of the High Lords would recognize Edrigan, but even if we got 2 or 3 people among the Merchant Lords to go for him, then we could probably get him voted in. I know that Agravain is likely to vote for Edrigan.
Makes sense. It's easy to do business when you're not in the spotlight, just next to it.
And they have already worked closely together, and Agravain is not your typical citizen, so I'm sure she's in favor of people that are different being treated fairly.
We're not the most popular in the city right now as well, though.
Oh, that's only as far as guilds go. The common man doesn't care about that.
Good to know.
The main conflict there, though, is that though I think Agravain would vote for Edrigan, if Agravain has some kind of grudge against you, then that confuses things a bit.
I tried to send a message. I trust that you remember. I hope that she does not have a grudge. She aided us very well, but I would not put it past. If there's any way that I can talk with her, I would like to settle things.
She's not in the city very frequently. Agravain typically lives in the city of Brass and travels here whenever she's doing business. She does have an estate within the Platinum District that allows her to move between the planes. There's a gate built into it, but it's not operable unless she's the one trying to get through. So it's not like you could use...
She's gonna need to be here for the tournament, though, right?
Yes, I was going to say that. All of the Merchant Lords will be present for the Glass Crown. Also, if any of you were to score well in the Glass Crown, that would also reflect well. I think overall the Glass Crown is going to be a great way to tell the alliances of the Merchant Lords and get a sense of how they feel about the city. I'm going to turn off notification sounds.
It's a good call. You need to silence your phone, Diane. We're in a meeting.
Thanks.
Very
I know.
unprofessional.
I know. It's very unprofessional. I agree.
Sending spells.
Sorry, it's a business phone.
What can you do about them?
Oh, geez.
From what you had said earlier, there is a rather interesting idea as far as magic items are concerned there. Do you think that your black market may be able to help us with that? Or is everything there illegal?
Could you speak specifically?
If we were to have any sort of edge to do better in this tournament, I believe that any sort of edge should be taken if we're trying to get, someone who's associated with us on the throne.
We're not going to directly arm or fund you, if that's what you're asking.
I was mostly just asking if everything in your black market was illegal or not.
You're adventurers, so there's a degree of allowance in terms of what you're allowed to have. It's a lot like with magic. If you start turning magical items and power that you have against nobles or innocents, then you'd quickly find yourselves on the wrong side of the law. It depends.
So it's less about what we have and more about how we use it.
Correct. And if you end up looking suspicious regarding what you're hoarding, then there would be some words, but... The tournament does have a limit of 3 magical items, or equivalent items.
Yes.
And it is the Academy priests that attend that decide exactly what's allowed and not. It's rather up to them.
It is good to know nonetheless.
Interesting.
I can also offer you one more thing. This is not... How do I put this? This is not something that we can do for each other, I suppose. It's not something I'm looking for you to agree to. But we are not terribly concerned with what the other branches of the family are doing, at least on a day-to-day basis. So if there ever does come to be bad blood between the two of us, we trust that you will allow us to continue operating and not get in our way, and in return, we won't tell them where you are. The other members of the family, the other godchildren, don't need to know where certain members of your group are currently located. Looks over towards Raleigh. Does that seem fair?
Glance at the others.
Sounds fair to me.
Yeah,
Seems.
that seems preferable.
Mm-hmm.
Think we could make something work.
Hmm.
On that topic, would I be able to ask a few questions? It's a rather rare opportunity.
Certainly.
How much do you know about my run-in with the boss?
Well, I know that you're the one that put him in the position he's in regarding amnesis. You, actually, to be fair, we may know some things that the other branches don't know. We know that you stabbed him with what we assume to be a Messite dagger, that we are not quite certain how you obtained. This gave him amnesis. We know that in the chaos you fled, and we know that when you fled, you took a book that Kanta had been borrowing from us. A very important book that, if you have, we'd like back, but I assume that you don't have it.
Would I remember any kind of book, Logan?
There was lots of books at the
Yeah, I'm
Driftwood
just saying,
Organization.
there isn't, like, if there was one that was, like, special to him or
Ledger
whatever,
City,
but
man.
If there wasn't one that
Yeah.
stood out, then that's fair.
Is
The
she,
word book gets mentioned, Marimus comes down.
You alright?
Out of character, is she referring to the friggin' catalog of Constella queries?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
gotcha. Yes, unfortunately, I no longer in possession of that particular item.
I figured.
But
We also know, and this may interest you, that you had set up a deal to purchase an item that you wanted to give as a gift to Kanta for whatever reason.
yes.
Tell me, what do you think happened with that?
As far as I remember, I was attempting to purchase a gift for Contamile in order to get back in his good graces after I rather mucked up a job a few years back. And seemingly, either because I did not do quite enough research or I was misled in some way, the item I was sold contained a demon. When I say that, I'm like looking carefully at her face to see if there's like any kind of reaction at all, like that she maybe didn't know that.
A kind of low-key sadistic smile. Like, a very knowing...
Oh my.
It's the latter. You were misled. I couldn't tell you by who, though, because you never met with one of our agents. Whenever the person that you were supposed to do business with and accept an item from arrived, you had already come and gone, and you had met with somebody else.
So I was intercepted. Tell me, has the name Veles ever come up?
I'm gonna have her roll a gosh darn check of a sort.
Some sort of check.
Here she goes with a check of a sort. Boop-a-doop-a-doo, where is that check? I don't remember where things are. She rolled a check. Oh, wow. I've heard the name. But not recently. The name Veles used to be the name of a very famous assassin that lived a very long time ago. Specifically. And it makes sense you wouldn't know this, since it is something that's kept close to the chest by the tailors, but I did bump into it whenever we were researching what happened with you. The name Veles came up as one of the founding members of the family over 700 years ago.
I see.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Bless you. I'm
Thank you.
so loud. Scared.
That was very
Pulls out handkerchief.
I see. And what? Not really sure what to ask, honestly.
We bumped into the name only because we heard that you'd been asking about it, and well, we looked around. The people that had been associated with setting up your deal, they briefly mentioned it. The name came up regarding people delivering items and looking for it. It appears that many assassins through the family have worn the name Veles over the years. Generally members of the Tailors.
Has the name ever come up in regards to demons?
Not that I'm aware of. And I have no reason to withhold that information from you.
Indeed. Near as I can tell, whether it was its real name or just a title it was wearing, the demon that possessed me for the last 2 years called itself Veles.
If you'd wish, and as long as you stay on our good sides, we could look into that. One of the reasons I'm not in a rush to turn you in is because we suspect foul play there, and if you were possessed by an item that was meant to come from us, it doesn't reflect well on us either. So, we can put at least a minimal amount of resources into trying to track down exactly who it was that gave it to you, at the very least.
Would be most appreciated.
I wouldn't go around trusting other branches of the family, though. The Tailors generally have an order to kill people like you. You are on a list. And the Driftwood organization, I imagine that they wouldn't want to kill you, but if they catch you, you're not going to see the light of day again.
Yes, I expect if they get a hold of me, my fate will be quite a bit worse than a quick death.
Luckily, none of their agents are really operating around here right now. I mean, I can't speak for the Tailors. They don't really tell me what they're doing, but the Driftwood organization is not around as much as I would be concerned about. Not here.
It's good to know. And again, any information you can give me on Veles that you might come across would be greatly appreciated. I would like to put all of this behind me as quickly as possible.
You have a very long road ahead of you. Any explanation for why you tried to assassinate a godchild is going to be met with both intense skepticism and a flagrant disregard for the truth. Even if you could prove it, there are the members of the family that would want you dead.
Yes, I suppose there are.
You're a black mark on the Driftwood organization's record.
Yes, I didn't exactly make a lot of allies during my tenure. Can't imagine there would be many who would have much reason to defend my honor. But if I can at least get them to stop threatening my life and the lives of those around me, it's a good start.
I've pretty much proposed all of my business. Is there anything that the rest of you would like to ask?
You wouldn't know, I assume, but we're looking into Murkwire's location. If you knew of a place we could look for this information, or if you have it yourself, I've been hunting about for the location of a witch or a hag or some sorceress who lived in the Skywall for some time.
At this point, I assume that you mean the one that tricked us and took and impersonated Raleigh.
No, her mother.
I'm unfamiliar. I know that there used to be a hag that lived in the Skywall, but the Skywall's massive. There are entire ancient cities in different parts of it built into the caverns there. It's similar to looking through an entire country to try to scour the skywall.
I was hoping there was records of people who may have done dealings with them in different towns, but I suppose we can do it the long way.
I could look into it.
If you could.
I know the founders of Summergrass rather, originally had some somewhat shady dealings with other people that were around. This was a very long time ago. This is back in the days of the Simonian Empire, but hags live a while, so it's possible that maybe there's some connection to them in the city. The city, built on commerce, was originally founded on deception, from what I've seen of its history.
You were saying something, Lexi.
Oh, I was just curious. You mentioned Contabile earlier. I was just wondering how he was doing. Was all.
Contabile. Haven't checked in on him for a while. It's not really my business, but he's selectively active from what I've heard. He's made public appearances to keep up his reputation, but he spends a lot more time secluded now. I know some people that I've talked to in the Driftwood organization have said that his behavior has changed somewhat. Sometimes he even seems more energetic than he used to be. But generally, he is keeping himself cut off when business is not involved. He's also getting up there in years, so it's not a particular surprise.
Thank you.
Yes, it's good to hear about him.
Is there anything else?
It's a long shot, but that man stole my horse. Did he happen to have anything else on him?
Oh, Kensington? No, he had the money that he sold the horse for, which we took back and used as part of what we used to purchase it back again. Beyond that, he had nothing. He was a very low operating member of our group that was supposed to act as one of our plants that would inform Murkwire of deliveries and pretend to be ambushed and pretend to forget what happened, but I guess he decided he wanted out and decided to sell your horse to earn a small fortune to do so, and thought he could escape.
Me and Kitty are both missing items, and I can only assume at that point they're in Murkwire's hands.
Yeah. We only found out about him about a week later. It wasn't something that happened quickly. It's not like we apprehended him on his way back from the ambush.
Understood. That is all I have, then.
Are there things that you'd like to see replaced that we could help you with?
I believe you may have an idea as to what it is. There's only one thing that comes to mind whenever I think of an information network. A few months ago, a large box was stolen from my family, as it was transferred to my estate from the Temple of Heros. The time and such of that excursion probably wasn't very public, but Murkwire stole that trinket from me, that box. I came after him originally with a key, so that I could retrieve it from him, and I'm guessing that key now resides with him. I recently found out what was inside, and I'd rather retrieve it.
I do apologize for that box. You see, the book that Raleigh stole, it contained a catalog of items that we consider to be of the utmost importance. And, believe it or not, our branch of the family was founded on retrieving them, and our habit of going after and selling magical items came about as a result of hunting those items. That box of yours had one of them. When we found out it was being transported, information that we got from the Driftwood organization, we utilized Murkwire to steal it. He seemed to already have an interest in it regardless. So it is our fault that it went from your hands and is now in his. We didn't suspect it would be locked with a lock that even we couldn't open. Your key was some kind of old magic. Which is why I didn't recommend against Edrigan's plan of hiring a guild when it turned out you were going to be involved. I've caused you a great deal of grief, Valorbilt, and I'm sorry about that. It is our business. But now that I need your help, I'm not in a position to act like I made the right decisions.
Again, I can't say that I'm entirely shocked by the revelation. Once you said that you were a information gathering sort, I put 2 and 2 together myself, but it doesn't stop the fact I need to get to Murkwire. Him opening the box just saved me a step, I guess.
This does raise one question, though. What do we do about the fact that you probably want to get your family heirloom back, but it's something that it is my duty to take from you?
For now, how about we just remain cordial, and we think about that whenever it happens.
Provided you stay in our good books. I'm not particularly against you hanging on to it as long as we know where those items are. However, if we ever find out where enough of them are at once and they're within our grasp, we have to take them back. As long as you're aware of that, and you can act with us as your allies given that, we shouldn't have any problems. If we're your enemies one day, that's fine. Doesn't mean we can't help each other now.
I've only just recently started thinking about my heirloom. I believe that I would like to learn more about them before I aid anyone with them. But that is not me saying no. I'll be a fool to burn any bridges.
That's how we feel as well. Looks over to Fenris. You are likely the one who would have the largest issue with working with us, I would assume.
Curious look on the face.
I
Could you turn
suppose on
yourself up a bit, Carrie? You've been very quiet.
I'm sorry, I'm also whispering a lot. I apologize.
on a surface level, I suppose working with you isn't perhaps the best, but if you're willing to help not Edrigan, oh my god, Kyverium, that's who I meant. I have no issue with that, seeing as that's my personal goal. If you're going to finance his studies, then I can't complain.
We do have a similar goal to that end. We also have no impulse, in case you're wondering. We don't want to take his research and hold it exclusively or anything. We are more concerned with getting a cure out into the world so we can help Kanta. Frankly,
Sell to people if they're dead.
Yep. A healthy populace is something that's in our best interests, after all. That's why we want to help the city as well. It's much easier to exploit and to sell and to move around people when they are content and not terribly worried about what's going on in the underbelly of their country.
I'll just hold my hands to my ears like I didn't hear that.
Besides, in my personal opinion, we're good for the country. The family has a long history with the commerce here in Summergrass. I dare say that if we weren't here, the city would probably not be the capital of anything. The capital would probably still be in the Skywall, as it was 800 years ago.
Sounds like a pain.
She will continue eating at this point. You get a sense that most of what's on her mind has been expressed, and though she doesn't eat much, she does nibble. During this entire conversation, Thulin has been moving up beside you guys, taking bits of food, eating, going back to the wall, coming back, taking food, going back to the wall.
There's plenty, friend.
I'm perfectly fine here. You don't have a very big table anyways. Normally when we have these meetings, it's like, it's Diane, and it's me, and maybe one or two other guards, and we have like one person we're doing business with, but this is a crowded room.
We'll move things around whenever we get a larger table.
I could stand if you wish.
That's fine.
Really
You stay. I'm already standing.
Okay.
Besides, better position to lunge across the table and slit your throat if I think you're being suspicious.
Delightful.
See, I can't appreciate talk like that, but, you know, I'm sure it's a joke.
If he was going to do it, he would just do it.
Obviously.
She rubs her forehead at that.
Yeah, lack of impulse control. Right.
It's like,
Diane.
hmm.
Is that your name, by the way? It's not like a fake name.
My name is Diane Kanzleiger.
Okay. So, you said you would give us information. Do you have any information about this Frostclaw organization?
Not particularly. I've been looking into them since they're of interest to you. Beyond that, I know that they came from outside of Retia.
Yeah, we knew that much.
But based off of how quickly they got here and the time frame which they became active, I know that they didn't travel from outside Retia. They must have gated in or used magic to appear here, which has made me suspicious of them from the beginning, because that kind of magic is basically reserved for the royal family. And beyond that, I know where they're staying, but I haven't sent anybody to investigate.
Where are they staying in the city?
They're staying in an old abandoned church that's actually a ways outside the city. It's about an hour, 2 hours outside Summergrass.
Do you know how many of them there are?
No, I only know the ones that have been coming into the city. There's a few of them that do come in and wander about, I presume looking for you to hunt you down. And there's the one that keeps coming in to the Dragging Dagger to set up meetings with anybody who might have found you. But beyond that, I'm not sure. I suspect there are more back where they came from, since they were very insistent in their guild bulletin that if anybody were to find you, to set a meeting up outside the city, which tells me that they want to only meet with people in a place that they think is fortified.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess
That's
they know
useful
where they
info.
are now.
I can tell you exactly where it is if you need me to.
Yeah.
Yes.
That info would probably
Yes.
be useful
Just
to
a
have.
church or perhaps a cemetery?
From what I understand of the area, it's a church. There's a cemetery nearby. It's on the outskirts of an old town that, let's say, fell into ruin during a time of great disease some time ago, and out of pure superstition, people have not moved back into it.
Thank you.
Are you worried that they may be using undead and such?
We had a quest recently for a cemetery nearby the city that just happens to be close to where they'd be set out at, assuming it's the same one.
Assuming that it's the one I'm thinking of, that's a different area. I keep my eye on the Dragging Dagger in case there's ever any bulletins put up regarding our business in the city.
All right. Thanks. I get like a. I'll try and find some paper and a writing utensil somewhere in this house. He has no idea where he's looking. He's like, and like
brought some
wandering
back, I
here.
think.
It's like, here, paper.
I just bought some
Okay.
paper.
Aww.
I'm already gone.
Mary,
I have-
if you don't mind writing that down for him.
Paper.
I have one more question,
Paper.
and by question I mean, I guess it's a favor. We haven't
Not in the
seen
habit
them
of doing
since-
favors, but what is it?
We haven't seen them since the first day we got here. Since the first day we became a party, actually. But there are some people out there who may become more active now that my family name has been printed inside of the Dragon Dagger. Whenever we had made contact with them before, they expressed that they were after me in particular, as they were men who worked for a warlord named Bilgog.
Ah. That would be the orc that's trying to wage war on your home country. And by
I
wage
don't know how
war-
many of his people are here, but they did attack us in that first couple of days we had met each other. I
Well, if
wanted to
there's
know if you had any information on that group at all.
She shakes her head.
Thank you very much. That's all I needed to ask.
I remember Red Glass Shell was a disgraced soldier and was trying to use you to get back into Bilgog's graces. So I don't believe it would be an immediate concern to us, Quinn.
I just know that with my name being put out there, I'm worried that they will start moving a little bit more.
I welcome the challenge.
You stayed here for an amount of time, correct?
I didn't sleep here, if that's what you mean.
We've just noticed, Lexi and I came across a camp near the house. And
Oh, you found the camp!
No, a
Found
different
paper.
one.
There's just a piece of paper in front of you.
Found paper in a quill. All right.
It's like, oh, you found the camp that I found. No, it's a different camp. Oh, okay. Did you leave them a note?
Nope.
No. Did you leave them in? No,
What's this-
I
what's this about a
digress.
Yes, of course.
I was just curious because we've discovered that they were using or have alchemy fire with them.
I mean,
I
we
was
took
just
it from
curious.
them, but they had alchemy fire, and they
Well,
like
they
fenced
might have
everything
more.
off in a really
Yeah.
weird way. Like they were gonna like start building or something. Like
It's very odd.
it was
I just
yeah,
wanted
it
to,
was weird.
if you had
Alchemist fire?
encountered them.
One at a time, guys. Just her eyes are darting between you.
Sorry, look, I mean Diane. What was that, Miriam?
Where is this alchemist's fire?
Pulls it out from bag.
Yeah.
We
She
should store
produces
that
2
somewhere.
flasks.
Non-flammable. Those things are volatile. You could throw them at a wall and they'd explode.
Indeed. Where did you get those?
A
From the camp, we stole
I
them.
didn't find any in my camp.
What's this about camps?
There's camps around the house, Wogan.
We don't know anything about that. If your question was leading up to if we'd noticed things like that, no. We took care to make sure that nobody ever followed us or knew that we were coming here.
Right. I'm just curious. You never know.
But if you're
It's something
suddenly
that
finding
seems like we can take care of ourselves.
if you're suddenly finding yourselves being followed and you have people bringing the tools of sabotage to your home, I can only imagine that it's related to your current situation.
I think she was asking because she was curious whether they were following us or if they knew about you guys. It was just to differentiate who they were looking for, kind of, I think. Right, Fanny?
No, but that's a good point to make it as well.
If they
make
were
a
looking
wonderful-
for us, then we will put some effort into tightening up security, and if we find anybody that has been following or searching for us, then they will soon disappear.
They'll find you, and that won't be the good thing for them.
They will find us. And good for them.
Yeah, very scary. I'll put the alchemy fire away.
Well, we'll probably make our way back into the city tomorrow to have everyone get ready for the festivities. And then we may take a look at one of these leads we have. I still wish to go and look at that mine.
As do I.
Did she mention where we can find her black market person, or no?
Not yet.
She has not mentioned a contact yet. We did not follow up with that.
Really good chicken, you guys.
What?
It's really good chicken. It's good.
Oh, it was really expensive.
Get those strawberries out of your mouth. Now isn't the time.
I made sure that one had a strawberry glaze.
It's so good, though.
Don't speak with your mouth full, Lexi.
Thank you, Augusto.
No problem.
Like each of them are going at her with another napkin at her cheeks, like on either side.
Aww. That's cute as shit.
This is odd.
So,
But yeah, that
Where
black
can we-
market contact.
I digress.
so where can we find this black market contact of yours?
It's not so much a physical location. The black market contact, if you need to find us, then... she references over to Thulin. Yeah, you can go through me if you want to.
Where can we find you?
Yeah, how do we find you?
Well, where would you like to be able to find me?
That's an odd
question.
question. Wherever you wish to be found.
Maybe
Okay, that's
he'll
not what
be
I
usually-
asked, though.
Close
Well,
the
you
dragon
hang out.
dagger.
Most convenient, I suppose.
Yeah.
Would he be even able to go in the dragon dagger?
Of course.
Would we be able to go into the
Go
dragon
in
dagger?
Yeah,
Dagger?
good question.
Yeah,
There's
why
nothing
not?
stopping us from going. They're not going to fight us there.
Yeah, why not?
And that way he can get himself a drink in the meantime if he's bored and we don't show up.
Yeah. I could become part of a guild. We probably won't do very much, but I could become part of a guild, and then I get full access to the Dragon Dagger. That sounds fine to me.
So you're looking for a guild?
Not yours!
Damn it!
Not. We don't want to entangle any more people
no.
into what's.
Kitty, I'm not good at this.
It's okay, Quinn. That's my job.
So,
Kitty's my recruity guy.
I can hang out. I can check in there every couple of days, and if you you need to get something, then just hang out there in the evening. And if you bump into me, then we can chat in private.
Do you usually have items on your person, or do you
Absolutely
take
not.
the order? I didn't think so.
We deliver.
Do you have like a catalog, perhaps?
Oh,
Nope. If you're coming to us, it's either because you want something from us. If we come to you, it's because we think we have something you might like. However, we're not the sort of organization that you can walk in and window shop. That invites thievery.
And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Lexi,
Such
please.
things are beneath
Well.
us.
If we're like looking for you, will we be looking for, how do you say your name, Thulin? Will we be looking for that, or would you have some kind of alias, or should we just not ask?
Ah, it's
for you
Thulin
and just,
Island.
Like, look around? Thulin Island. Okay.
Got it.
One more time for the
Fucking write
people
it
in the
down.
back.
Thulin Island.
Writing down.
Thulin.
Gotcha, Thulai.
Thulin Island.
Thulin Island. Thuli.
Thulai is your
Well.
nickname. You're Thulai now.
Fuck you,
Isn't it-
Spencer.
Dooley dooley.
If you spend too much time around us, you'll receive a nickname, as I've found. So good luck with that.
That's fine. I don't care.
2 thumbs
So
up.
We'll
accommodating.
talk amongst ourselves. We'll figure out the nickname we're gonna call you. We'll call you it as soon as you see it. It'll be great.
All right.
I like Thuli. But anyway.
So,
How do we shorten Diane?
You don't.
I?
Yeah.
Dia.
We were all thinking it, but we didn't see it.
All right, Vogan.
Nanny.
Nanny.
What?
I mean, we could do something with her last name. How do you say your last name? Kanslager?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Canny. No.
Canny.
Candy. Candy.
No.
You see Thulin like puts his hand up to his ear. Oh, you hear that? What was that? Was that the sound of our doors closing to you forever?
Guys, no.
Okay.
Diane, I
Alright.
think that was the sound of a door slamming. I have no idea what you're talking about.
She likes it.
No.
You do not get
you
that
don't.
sense.
That is not the tone that he was
No,
going for.
it's fine. She likes it.
Oh no.
Is there anything
I
else
believe
you
that we'll
wish
be
to-
taking our leave.
Yep.
All right.
It was lovely having you.
Indeed. We won't be
Hopefully
over
next
often,
time.
although if you want us to come over again, then I would suggest you invite Edrigan as well.
Once we get this place a little more hospitable, you better believe you'll get an invite.
I will promptly suggest that he refuse it, since coming all the way out here isn't something that I, as his secretary, could condone. But that's about the best chance you've got to get us out here.
We'll be sure to insist then.
Okay.
She smiles and stands. The two of them begin heading towards the door, and
I will walk them
unless something stops them, they will find their way out. As they come out, the blink dogs, which have long since finished the meat, they perk up, the ears go up, they look up, and begin
What good
panting
boofers.
happily as Diane comes out.
I was
What
just
good
saying,
boofers.
good boofers.
What good boofers. Good old Whiffle and Swaff.
I was gonna say I love that they're called Whiffle and Swaff.
Oh my god.
Whiffle.
Those are good ass names.
Swaff.
If you need any help, you know where to find us. Whether it be
always-
for your group's duties or for yourselves.
We always know where to find you.
That seems to be the case.
Have a lovely night.
She pulls her hood up, and she begins wandering out. Thulin walks after. All right, very nice meeting you again. I'm sure I'll be seeing you in the future.
Bye, Thuli.
Bye, Thulai. Oh, we'll have to figure out which one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Once everyone is like out of eyesight,
Yep, they
from
will.
me, I'm like in the dining room. I'm just eating food.
Just
I
eating
will
everyone's
You
food.
lightly
don't-
pull the back of Raleigh's collar.
Oh.
I need you for
I'll
a
watch to
moment.
make sure they get away first.
Oh my.
Dude.
Certainly.
I'm gonna turn around expecting to
Lead the
see
way.
Raleigh being like,
Guys,
That wasn't as bad.
I drag him back to the room we were all in.
I make sure they're over the horizon, like away from where I can see them before I shut the door.
you open the door to the dining room where they were eating. You just see Vogan mid-shovel, his chest disproportionately huge, like a human squirrel.
chipmunk.
Like a squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm picturing like the second he's aware we're there, he just like stares directly at us, frozen, cheeks full.
For only a moment, and then starts chewing with firm
Yeah.
eye contact.
Drool dribbling down his face.
Anyways, as you were.
I need you
Can't
to.
eat in front of people.
Hey!
Certainly. What do you need?
You had mentioned these camps on the property. I'd like to deal with them tonight, and I think a small group would be the best for it. If we all move, they'll notice us leaving the house and hide. If we can use Billy to scout them out, we can sneak up on them. I've got some manacles recently, so we can put them to good use on day one.
Gotcha. I see. Yes, I can certainly help with that.
I'd like to figure out what someone's doing with Alchemist fire on the property, rather not wake up
Indeed.
a blaze.
If the family didn't notice them before, it makes it sound like it's a quite recent development. Makes it seem like they're probably after us specifically.
Could be nothing, but I'd still rather know. We'll use the side door, so we don't attract any attention. Or actually, we'll look around and see if any of the windows nearby can open. You use
Yeah,
this way.
they can all open.
Need more help?
Yes. If they catch me on my own, I'm fairly sure I'm dead, so having someone strong will make me feel a little bit more comfortable. And you're not exactly the loudest. That's the reason I didn't ask Quinn.
I heard my name. What?
feeling very left out right
What?
now. You guys.
Damn,
What
you're
was
not
that?
gonna take the rogue? Feels bad.
I'm like, right, y'all ain't gonna take the rogue? Fucking
What?
good luck. Die.
Fuck.
Well, that's fine. We have our own secret talk to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a powwow.
Hey everyone, I think we should go try to deal with those camps, but a small group would be appropriate. Let's sneak out through this window.
You're right.
That window. That
As Lexi goes out the window, then me and fucking me and Fenris go out. And we both are crashing in our armor. And...
Sorry. Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. All right.
Pardon me.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the window.
Oh dear.
It's already really big. I'm stuck in the window now. This is just gonna be my night. I don't think I can go.
Blade, you betrayed me.
Oh, the poor boy.
you know, Fox Lexi just prancing around like, guys, what's wrong?
Yeah. Sama.
Trying to push him by his butt.
Alrighty.
Please.
Sorry,
So-
back to your important conversation.
Miriam, do you have hold person?
I do.
Okay, then. Because I'm considering what spells to prepare for the mission. So, yeah, I'll prepare hold person as well.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. It's either that or web.
Oh.
Yeah, we move slowly. We scan, what, 100 or so feet is what you can look through Billy with?
Yes, as long as I stay within 100 feet, I can see through his senses.
And people aren't apt to notice an owl in the woods.
Okay. As you guys prepare to do that, and as you prepare your spells and we get ready, I would like to call for us to take a break. Where it's a little bit early, but that just means we're going to have a slightly longer second half.
Oh,
Wonderful.
hell
Lexi, when I got
yeah.
stuck, my arms got stuck in the inside, and my body is on the outside, and a moth landed on my nose.
I'm trying to push him out, but this is
I
rather
just-
inappropriate.
It's dusting on me, Lexi. I don't know what to do about it, and you're
Oh,
there.
I'm already.
and
I'm gone. I'm like
Lexi!
in box form. Skipping off.
How can we sneak out if we're making so much noise? Lexi! Kitty will find out!
Try
Luckily,
something
anything I
in
yell
Quintus.
outside the house can't travel inside the house.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
Vinny?
that's how that works.
Right, Fanny? Who's inside the house?
Right. The stairs forward. We're completely invisible.
Oh. So.
Oh,
just like has like all according to Keikaku face on Quintus, like we're completely invisible.
Quintus,
Vogue
I
and
need you
Miriam
to
and
stop being
Raleigh.
so stiff.
Vogue and Miriam and Raleigh just miles ahead. Just like, well, I can hear him from here.
I guess he found out somehow.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Completely
Yeah.
invisible.
Just Fenris holding his legs and trying to jam him through the window.
You just see every now and then he like shifts forward slightly, and then like she has to pull back and then push again. He's just still staring forward.
Quintus like, no, Fenris, you have to grab the cheeks. Push the cheeks.
Quick, grab Retia's ass.
I beg your pardon. You're the one going on about it, bro. She just starts like kicking his butt. He's like, no, with your hands. I am not
Wait,
doing
no,
that.
don't kick it. Don't. Actually.
Quintus, I'm going to get a bed sheet, and I'm just going to push you through that. I don't feel comfortable making physical contact with you anymore.
Bare hands. They don't help if I pull down my pants too.
I'm back.
The next morning, Fenris approaches the group like, here's my resignation letter. I can no longer be here.
What? What happened? What did I miss?
Wait, what's Vinny saying? I'm still in the window.
I dare not say. Quintus will understand once he gets unstuck. I recommend butter. Goodbye.
Did she let you know that she touched Retia's ass?
Oh, dear.
So
Firmly grasp.
on the record, I pretty much knew you guys weren't going to get into a fight with them because that's not what they were there for, and I trusted you guys not to be murder hobos. But I feel like we've made the thumbnail a liar because it's really acrobatic.
Yeah.
But whenever she was drawing that, I was like, no, I want that. I don't care if it means anything. I just want it.
That's just what she did when she left. She just did a flip.
Yeah, she said, and if you guys mess with
All
us,
right,
flip!
and now I'll be on my way. Backflip, 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 backflip.
That's so cool.
This is why I find Diane intimidating. A photo essay by Fenris Selperon. First slide is her
goodness.
doing a
I'll be right back.
backflip.
Just taking a big risk on us.
Yeah, we're taking a big risk on her, you know.
I mean, she's literally betting one of her core goals on us and not hating her.
It's true. I'm gonna grab some mums because I don't know, I'm hungry.
All
We
it would
invite her
take is-
inside. It's like, oh, thank you for coming inside. Now grab her.
even if like there was no way to prove it, if a rumor came out that one of the right hands to the High Lord was in bed with the family, that's him. That's his nomination gone. There's no way he would ever do it, and it doesn't help the case that the guy who's worked really hard to prove the name of the fairer folk, the half elves and elves, and all the other people,
Is himself dishonest and involved in organized crime?
yes,
Yeah.
that would.
Luckily,
that would
we
fuck
like
that city up
Edrigan.
Yep.
for years.
Ah. What an
Luckily,
interesting
we really
situation,
like
though, because
that boy.
if you guys ever make an enemy of them, if you go public about it, you'd have to sabotage Edrigan,
Yep, it would destroy him.
who knows
But-
nothing about it. Thanks for the sub, Darth Pius. No
Hell
dueler
yeah.
today. I guess I just die this week.
But how can you eat?
Well, Dueler didn't donate. I guess that means all of the art has to become stick people. Not even the stuff that's done. It can't maintain its quality.
Someone just posted a picture on Twitter. Just like, my stepdad just texted me this, and it's a Google Maps route. It's like summer road trip 2021, starting from PP Island.
I saw
Driving
that! Oh my god!
Creek to Poo Poo Point. That's so dumb.
You know what I'm just imagining now? With like
I
the
don't
whole
know.
talk about Retia's ass? When she was pushing, that means I wasn't wearing greaves at that point. So like I only wore my chest part, but that doesn't
When you
make
had
sense.
chainmail? No, you had chain greaves. Chainmail
Well, like-
is a full body thing.
Well, if we're talking about like, I mean, if we're talking about this right now, like I would have been in full plate, right, when I got stuck in the wall.
Oh yes.
So like, how was she grabbing Retia's ass? Did I just not put on greaves because Kitty wasn't around?
Depends on the full plate.
Maybe you have an ass gap.
Yeah.
I might have an ass
Not,
gap.
full plate doesn't like cover every single inch of you. Just
That's true.
all the main bits.
It's-
In fact, the joints are generally the most vulnerable part of a full plate armor.
You want to aim for like the armpits, the holes in the armor, the crotch. It's a great place to attack. That's why generally they add cod pieces.
Well, this
and
is
things
the
with,
nega
like,
crotch,
big
though.
armor around wang. No hit there.
This is the nega crotch, though. This is the opposite crotch.
It's the anti-crotch.
Well, I guess I wouldn't have armor over Retia's ass. It needs to be on full display.
You said assless armor. Like not even
The
pants
tabard's over it.
underneath. How could you cover such a work of art?
Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Did Bread left, right? We're waiting for her to come back? Okay.
See,
What kind of boxers are covering Retia's ass today? Probably ducks. I'm gonna go with ducks. No, horses. Horses. Carrots.
Carrots.
Tiny carrots. Tiny carrot boxers. That's what he has.
I know they were joking, but the level of sugar daddy dueler is scares me. Yeah, man. I'd kill a man for dueler.
It's a good trade.
He has hit that level. He has hit the level of we would perform murder.
Oh yeah, totally.
Just point me at anyone. I'd kill Carrie. I'd kill Carrie for dueler.
I know you would.
I'd also kill Carrot. It's all like everybody's just like, yeah, me too, and then Carrie's like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, 100%.
I don't. Carrie's like, I'd also kill Carrie for 2.
Carrie fucking sucks. You kidding me? Goddamn. Also, hi, I'm back. Like,
Hi.
Hi, Carrie.
Come back.
oh,
Turns out that like after Fenris leaves the room, like Aristo's like comes in because he's like, maybe it's not great that we didn't tell them we're leaving. So it's like, Quintus, I had second thoughts. It looks in, sees Retia's ass, leaves.
oh, Retia's ass.
My God.
Oh, that's the ass already.
That
He's
is
like,
Retia's
never
ass.
mind.
Oof.
And now I'm here.
King Feltwig. We'd all kill Carrie. What's a dueler? Yeah, that's about right. Fucking jib. Get out of here with your jib.
It's not even Jib, it's Jibs.
It's
Yeah.
true. His name is
With
Jibs.
2 B's.
Yeah. Learn
Waiting
the name of
for
your own
bread.
savior, god damn it.
Benkin, what a
Waiting
wonderful
for bread.
question. You know where you could ask that question? At hashtag chat Nat19, because I'm going to be on the next one with Logan and Aaron.
It's
Did
true,
it.
you will.
Perfect segue. I'm amazing.
Crimson Dragon, thank you for the sub.
But yeah, I can do that. Send questions like that one. Fucking, but mostly ones about like NPCs, because the next chat 19 is going to be Logan answering a whole bunch of stuff with me and Aaron, kind of hanging out. Also, maybe answering stuff, but probably not.
Also,
We'll see.
since we're on break, and it's a good time to bring it up because Brett's not back. The commission contest stuff again. Oh, hey, Sampy.
Ah!
Fucking, thank you. I'm no dueler, but here's a single box of lobster cereal. Oh, thank God. I can't go a day without my lobster cereal.
Holy crap, that's a lot of money.
I was gonna say, Jesus Christ, like, apologize for that amount of money? No. Goddamn, thank you.
But, heckin' reminder that we're doing the commission contest, which next time we do Vestige is when we'll be running the poll for that. So if you guys want to submit possible commission ideas, then you can go down below to the link that is below the Twitch thing. And it should say commission submissions. If you're on YouTube, it'll just be a link. And you can read all the information for that there. We got a lot of good suggestions. Way more than I need for a poll right now, but it's never a bad thing to get more. Shooby dooby. And they can be
Shooby
SFW,
doobie.
or they can be SFW, or they can be NSFW, but we're only going to do a maximum of one NSFW one, and maybe not depending, but honestly at this point we probably are, because there's a lot of good suggestions.
Damn.
In fact, I guarantee we are. Alright, cool.
Sweet. Hey!
But that's happening, and
I'm not
those will
nervous.
be put in motion sometime after the next Vestige. So if you want to get an idea in, go submit there.
Who do I send questions to if I don't have a Twitter? Uh-oh. That's the place where we gather questions.
If you're on our
sorry.
Discord, you can tag Zombie and tell him the question, and he is willing to post it on Twitter for you.
Did I hear someone say Lexi X Fenris NSFW? No? Then Lexi X Fenris NSFW.
That is,
That's
that is-
fair, Black Ace.
That is one of the NSFW suggestions, certainly.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
had one reaction to that.
Which
What is that?
was?
There you go. It's in Vestige to it.
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Wonderful.
Friggin'
I mean, you're correct.
I have returned.
Cool, I'm glad you missed what we were talking about.
What? What was said?
Don't
Don't worry
worry.
about it.
I'll say it. All high having a talking about Fenris and Lexi kissing.
Smooching.
Hell yeah!
Lewd way.
Doing the lewd shit.
You can never know what it's like.
That's what they do
Hell
instead
yeah.
of helping Quintus out of the window.
Oh,
just
they
go off to do weird shit.
Fexy. Didn't we
Just go off
land
to
on
do shit.
Fexy? I thought
Yes.
Fexy was the ship name. Yeah. There's no
Instead
N
of,
in our ship name. How dare you?
Instead of Lenris.
Yeah, Lenris.
Which I
so
deemed the lentil soup.
Fancy.
Yeah. Quintus X Winchester art? No.
Ew.
We talked on the Swee stream about what happens when you try to fuck horses, my boys.
Listen. All we need is
What I do with a
polymorph.
goddamn horse is my own decision.
All we need is true polymorph, is all I'm saying.
Literally, why am I always talking about that in
If I
particular
decide
with
that I
you
want to
guys?
have horses roaming around in my banks,
funny.
then that is my
think
right
that was-
as an American citizen.
I think that was one of the first conversations we had when I came to SoccerCon. Not this year, obviously, but last year. When I landed and Spencer and Aaron picked me up, I think. They were like, yeah, horses. What happens when... I was like,
Okay,
Well, dude, that's because he lives next to the horse fucker town. That's why they brought it up. Like, fucking...
That's
What?
fair.
Don't worry about it, boy! Not talking about you.
Carrie.
Yeah,
You
sure.
were, technically,
Carrie.
Yellow again.
Meh.
Oh, yeah.
but... Okay.
Fucking alpacas. Anyway, fucking, how dare you if Isla X Tomoe NSF doesn't win, we burn this fucker down. There's a lot of Isla X Tomoe. We don't fucking need that shit.
No, we need
Isla
more.
X David, however, I need it.
I don't know about that.
Well, then
It's
someone
all
should.
I've ever wanted!
Well, then somebody
It's
should
Pride
suggest
Month,
it
Carrie.
because
I
someone should
know.
suggest it because it's not on there yet.
I know. Dude, nobody likes it except me. It's fine.
No one likes that straight shit.
Yo, I know.
Dude,
Fucking
all I'm
hetero
saying,
bullshit.
all I'm saying,
Breeders.
all I'm saying is volleyball campaign art. We need vice captain and captain.
Ooh. That'd be cute, as
Cute.
shit.
Because, you know, captain's all like, they're like, I'm the captain, tee-hee. And then there's like vice captain. He's just like, I could be captain. And then she like pulls, and then she like lifts his chin up like, oh yeah.
Oh, I'm so into it though! I shouldn't be, but damn! Yes!
And then there's
can't
just
ship
vice
those
captain
two.
in a window watching. Anyway, so
I can't do
Of
it.
course, yeah.
Alrighty.
With how much they can hate each other, I can't do it.
Alrighty.
I want it.
Shall we go back in? I hear someone eating.
It could be me.
It's
Oh,
totally you.
do you need time or?
No, I can eat while I play.
Okay.
Vogan's technically eating right now, so it's totally in character.
Oh,
he's just walking in the dark while eating.
Vogan's eating chow mein.
Ooh,
Oh my
nice.
gosh, you're having chow
Hell yeah,
mein?
chow mein. Fuck
Why
yeah.
do you think it was so expensive?
Cool.
Obviously, we're having chow
I'm
mein.
having a burrito.
Alrighty. So let us go back in and not talk about food further. Unless you want to. Unless you can make it part of the game, then talk about food all you want.
Vogan's eating.
Vogan's eating!
Well, then talk about Vogan's food, not your food.
Vogan's eating chow mein.
No! Loophole!
Quintus, that was a wonderful spread, but I have some constructive criticism. I noticed there wasn't any stew, and I just think if we're gonna have I don't like parties, but if we're gonna have one anyway.
So we are back in.
Fenris, what do you think we're gonna do to the leftovers?
So, group, what are you doing?
I'm making leftover stew.
See, Raleigh, that
Vogan's
meeting
waiting
wasn't
on-
so bad. He's gone!
Yeah,
Sorry.
Vogan's waiting on Miriam and Aristo to be done with their conversation.
Did we have anything left to talk about?
It said my piece.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we can just start preparing for the mission.
Say, are y'all going, like, now? Or are you gonna, like, sneak out later?
I think we're sneaking out after dark, right?
It is dark.
It is dark,
Ah,
yeah.
We've
They were sneaking
talked
out.
with Diane and them for like an hour at least, 9 or 10.
It is now 10 p.m.
Gotcha, gotcha.
You know what? It's 10:04 p.m. because the world's not always on exactly a 1.5 hour increment.
It's true.
It's a 10:04.
It is. It is dark as far as any of us are concerned.
Yes.
It is
Then,
dark o'clock.
Yeah, just enough time to switch out my my spell from the spell book, and then I'm good to
Take all
go.
the time you need. I'll like squirrel away a few snacks from that in one of my sleeves.
Shoveling food into my mouth.
Just
I
steps in.
watch
Oh,
without
you guys are
looking.
getting along. Anyway, I'll keep going.
Yeah, have a Quinn.
Yes, yes. Hum nom 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 nom.
I got some chicken. I'm gonna go take it out to jerky.
Alright,
So- So you guys are sneaking out?
Yep.
And you're sneaking out through the window?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, you guys are-
Assuming that you sneak out successfully, which you do, because no one's really looking for you, what do you plan to do once you are out?
I guess have Billy scout ahead for us.
What is ahead?
We'll
Let's
patrol the
see.
property. We'll use the range of Billy to mark off like 100-foot increments.
Okay. I would like Billy who has dark vision. How low to the ground is Billy flying?
Let's see. Like 75 feet?
Okay. Cool. I would like Billy to roll his +4 perception, and I'd like him to roll it normally. He has keen hearing and sight, but it is still dark, and though he has dark vision, it would still just be dim light. So I'd like him to roll a straight roll rather than with disadvantage. Oh,
Nice one, Billy.
that's a
God damn.
That's
Billy.
one Billy.
that's a good as butts roll.
Heck yeah, my boy.
Proud of you, Billy.
As he is moving around, he does manage to, as he's flying around, but he sees about 180 odd feet out away from the house. He does see what appear to be some figures moving in the tree line. They do not appear to be looking at the house. There's no fire around them, and he can only see them as shadows, as it were. But he sees two figures, and they appear to be carrying something that they are setting on the ground and are messing with. It looked like a large bag, like something they would have had to sling over their shoulder. They appear to have set it on the ground, and they are messing with it. It is to the northeast of the house.
Seems Billy spotted something. I'll look through his eyes and kind of see that.
Yeah, I think you'd have to in order
Yeah.
to get it. You can't be like, I've seen some things, Master.
Yeah, I'll kind of describe that. Looks like there's about 2 of them. They're carrying something.
All right, let's see if we can get closer.
Indeed.
Yeah. I don't know how well I'm going to be sneaking, so.
I cast
Be prepared.
invisibility on Vogue.
All right, cool.
How dare you?
All right, it's just a straight roll now.
Nice.
Friggin', I'll use disguise self to make it look like I'm just covered in leaves.
Huh.
All right.
They're like, oh my god, there's a bunch of leaves
It's
walking
dark
at
and
us.
I'm purple.
Like I'm wearing a ghillie suit, basically.
So are you guys going forward, or are you moving forward and using Billy to continue to look at where they are?
Yeah, if you want to keep looking through Billy, I could guide you as we move.
Yeah. You're just guiding this blind bushman through
Yeah.
the woods. Yeah, I'll keep watching through Billy's eyes, see if there's anything that needs to be reported, and I'll trust him to guide me.
Okay. Minimize this. As you guys move forward, I would like Billy, if he's moving forward as well, to please roll me a stealth roll.
Yeah, sure. What is his stealth score?
+4.
Plus failure.
Those are his 2 things, and they're the same.
Cool. Good to remember that. Oh, that's
Well.
not as good.
Oh, Billy.
Oh, hell then. To be fair, it is.
I don't
It's
think you'll
just
ever
an owl
need.
at
Yeah, you
night.
never attack with Billy, so you can literally just go NPCs and click on Owl and just hotbar it, and then you can roll as an owl.
Yeah, NPCs.
Billy's stats are different than normal owls at this
okay.
point. Yeah,
Oh, right.
I changed a few things about him. But, Billy.
Thank you.
So,
On my hotbar. Cool.
as he's approaching, Billy tries to get closer and gets within about 100 feet of what's going on. You guys would then be about... How close to Billy are you guys staying, by the way?
We have to be at least 100 feet, but we're
Yeah.
probably more like 50 or 60 behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you move forward, this is going to have disadvantage, but I need to roll a thing.
Do it or else.
I will. I'm gonna do it or else. Just you heckin' wait. Where's the... We'll keep waiting.
I'm doing it. Waiting.
Impatiently. Are you waiting?
I'm waiting impatiently.
Okay. Make sure to keep waiting.
So impatient.
Because I'm not doing anything while you're waiting. I'm purposely not doing anything.
I see.
And that hits.
Oh no!
Oh, Billy!
So you, as it gets closer, you see the two figures both stop briefly. You see some very small lights. You can't tell if it's a candle or something else, but something illuminates these two figures. One of them is relatively large, appears to be male, appears to be bald from what you can see, but you can't make any specific details. The other one looks smaller and has a long coat on. But Billy notices that they turn. The large one seems to nod his head up towards where Billy is, and very quickly, the other figure pulls something out, aims that way, and Billy is gone.
No!
You snap back. You guys, where you are, you hear the sound of a gunshot.
They're not allowed to survive.
Oh,
Well, they're dead now. They've signed their death warrants, fellas.
It's true. Anyone who's ever hurt your familiars ended up dead.
Yeah.
Can't make a liar out of past me.
I'd like everybody in that small group, please roll me perception.
Okay.
It's hearing based, not if that matters to anybody.
It doesn't.
Oh,
Take an inspiration! Bow, 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 bow,
why
bow.
do I have -2 in perception?
Is it because you're missing an ear?
That could be it.
If it is.
Terrible.
Billy, you
It is
have-
hearing based, he said.
Oh, why do you have resurrection fatigue again for some reason?
Oh my god.
I guess I never removed it from your things that go on you when I put you back on, but you're feeling that revive again 2 weeks later. But yeah, you would have had a rather than that, you would have had a what is your
4.
perception? +1, you would have had a 4.
Perception. Oh no, wait, perception.
It's 1,
yeah,
so it would have been a 4. Vogan, you are the only one to notice this from where you are. You hear the sound of something being ignited, something small. You see a small flash about 100 feet away from you guys in the direction that you were headed in, and whenever you hear it, you see something that looks like a small fire goes up. It's not huge, but a fire goes up, and that is the extent of what you'd be able to see from where you are.
A fire goes up, like, above the tree line?
No,
or
like just
something?
a fire lights. You see
Like a torch?
You see something that looks equivalent to like a small campfire.
I see, okay. Alright. Well. From invisibility, I'll just like...
Oh, they just lit something. Also, they killed your bird.
Yeah. I felt it.
Ah, good. And it seems like they're lighting a campfire. So,
God.
Let's get him.
yeah.
Yes. Let's
Sneak,
get
sneak,
him.
sneak, sneak.
Sneak, sneak, sneak.
You guys are sneaking forward.
Yeah, I'll be in front at this
Just
point.
for a reminder, Vogan is invisible. Raleigh is basically wearing camo gear, and Miriam, what are you doing regarding
I've
invisibility?
done nothing.
You have done nothing. I'd like all three of you to please roll me for stealth. Miriam already has.
Do we get like advantage or anything for being invisible and wearing camouflage?
What you're doing right now wouldn't grant you anything that darkness wouldn't be granting you.
Okay, gotcha.
Alright. Well, I can't put an inspiration into this because I already have advantage.
Yeah.
So, just a straight roll. Boop. Oh, I should have had. I guess the invisibility didn't invisible didn't proc it.
One of those things that just doesn't parse for some reason.
You got the second
because
14,
of-
the first one would have been the 3.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the first one would have been the 3. That's the thing I installed, by the way, that I mentioned to you guys, is now when you roll with advantage or disadvantage, it tells you which one was which. So if there's a mistake, we can just be like, it was that one.
Nice.
Well, I don't like
Boy.
that.
Well, I wanted to reroll.
No.
I want to re-roll. I don't like that in this instance.
I'm sure it will benefit you at some point.
At some point.
We need to roll better. They're gonna find us, man.
I feel like I already have.
You don't know.
I'm already.
He's like jump on a
invisible.
log, it just breaks, they turn, see me and roll, like, get him! You're like, oh, thank God.
You ever see like a pine cone on the ground or like a leaf that looks really crunchy and you just want to step on it?
Yes.
I'm going to remove the people that are not outside from the combat tracker for now.
How dare you? You don't know.
You don't know.
I don't have
We
a
might-
reason, of
yeah,
course.
we might be there. I
I'm
don't know.
outside. I'm feeding jerky.
It's true.
For like hours on end.
Yeah. You know how much food we have?
So, you guys, putting you on a new map. As you guys approach and you get close enough, Vogan, you said you were in front, correct?
Yes.
What's the order otherwise?
I was guiding Raleigh up to this point, so we'd be side by side.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If we had to be in a single file, then it would be me then him if I was guiding him.
Okay. Boop. Then I'm going to share this with just me so the stream can see it. None of you look at the stream. You shouldn't be anyways, but I don't trust you fuckers. Don't look at the stream. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. So I trust Izzy quite a bit, but I don't trust you
That's
two.
about it. Yeah, no one else is. Fair.
Oh.
You're right. It's like
As you guys approach the fire, unless you're doing something specific that you've not indicated to me, when you get close to it, you see that nobody is around it at this point. Looking at it, it looks like what they had set down and what they have lit on fire seems to be the body of a wolf.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay. And there's no bodies around. No other bodies around. Like no figures.
Nope. Not that you can see. You're free to make more perception checks or whatnot if you wish to, but as far as you can see, there's just this conspicuous wolf body that has been set ablaze and is illuminating a small area, and beyond that, doesn't seem to be anything else.
Is there
Can I try
any
and make
footprints
a-
leading away?
Roll me investigation, Miriam.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And
can I
do you
roll
want to get
survival
right
to-
up? Do you want to get right up to like look at that area, or do you want to like just keep your distance and try to see from there?
No, we were trying to catch these guys. I'll get close.
Okay.
Can I assist him with his investigation?
Do you have proficiency in investigation?
I do.
I would say yes. And Vogan, you wanted to roll survival to...
Try and find tracks.
Okay, that's fair. Both rolls, different rolls, but they both can be used for the same thing in this particular instance. As you head that way and you move towards it, you do see that there are some footprints that appear to be moving. There's two sets. One is smaller and is very hard to detect, as if whoever it was moving is much better at concealing their movements. They're lighter on their feet. The other ones you see, what you presume to be the larger figure has left rather deep footprints. They are heavy. From what you can see from Billy, they were a big person. Like, they were 6+ feet at least, but broad and heavy.
Ooh.
To give you a general idea of the size of the body, think like Lord Genome from Gurren Lagann is the general width of that person.
Him.
That's a
Yeah.
girthy man.
Oh.
Yep. As you move forward, I would like... What are your passives, boys?
Not great.
11.
12.
11.
Cool.
18 and y'all left me home.
Rough. I can't watch.
Sometimes you
want
just gotta
those rolls?
split the party, you know?
Bye, fam.
I can't believe Blue's
I'm
not
completely
part
for
of the
this. I'm glad
Yeah.
you guys think this.
Yo, right? Yeah.
Okay. 1 second, please.
Just gotta go a little cray-cray. Go on a little wild adventure.
A little wild adventure.
As you approach,
A whole sniffing adventure.
exactly where the footprints go. They seem to scatter off in 2 different directions. What you do notice as you get close to the body is what you expect to be the smell of a burning corpse is not present. You see it burning out rather quickly. Inspecting the wolf, it appears to be stuffed.
Ah. Stuff full of wolf. Got him.
And that said, I'd like you guys to do me a favor.
I use prestidigitation to snuff out the campfire.
Alrighty, as you go to do that, I would like you guys to please roll me initiative.
Oh,
As you go towards this, and as you get close enough to do that. Oh no, Raleigh!
Raleigh!
I'm just gonna stand here and wait to die, if that's cool.
Oh, I had advantage clicked for the investigation check, but then we didn't roll them. I would have rolled a 2, so my initiative is actually 4, not 21.
Okay.
Damn.
So
Guys!
I will say,
You're gonna die.
based off your investigation checks,
I'm invisible.
I'd like you guys to also roll me perception checks to see which of you are surprised.
I'm gonna put an inspiration.
Okay.
Perception. Where are? There you are.
I got Nat19.
Bow.
Well, okay.
Bow.
That makes sense.
Alrighty. Heckin' perception 8. And what do we got here? 8. You got a 3. Alright, Raleigh, you are not surprised. Which is good, because you're the invisible one. You are
I'm the
not
invisible one.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
no, Vogan's the invisible one.
yeah.
Fuck! Alright, you are
This is fine.
as you go to investigate it and you snuff it out, you hear movements in the area behind you, and you guys become aware of 2 figures that do not match the descriptions from before. They just look to be hired thugs leap out at you guys, both of them carrying maces, yelling loudly as they charge towards the 2 of you.
Oh no.
Carvington, you bastard!
Time to pay for your crimes, highest standard!
Damn it, guys.
They rush out.
XP bags.
Oh.
One leaps out. Miriam, one rushes towards you from the side. They come towards you and swing a mace down on you. You're surprised, so you can't do anything in retaliation. Boop, going down. That's a hit. Oh, I got a 21. Nasty. They hit you. You feel this mace collide with the back of your, collide with your back. You maintain concentration. It does knock the wind out of you. They bring it down. This thug starts laughing maniacally, enjoying doing this. Oh, and we find you immediately! Where's your elf friend, tiefling? And he brings it up and strikes you again, except he doesn't because he nat ones.
Woo! Ha! Funny.
As soon as he says your elf friend, you snap back a bit. The mace, he brings it up, it grazes across the tip of your nose and swings wide. Again, you hear another one come out of the trees beside you guys and rushes over towards Miriam as well. Sorry, Miriam.
Okay, I'm a prime target.
There's no need to be so enthusiastic, Carvington. Just do your job. Rushes towards you. He's gonna have advantage because these guys got pack tactics.
Goddamn thugs.
Goddamn thugs.
Oh no.
You are hit by that one. You guys note they seem to be paying particular attention. Vogan, you appear.
Cramp.
Not even. He doesn't notice he's like visible now, so he's just slowly walking.
He like takes out his sword and starts sneaking as if he's invisible towards one of them, like raising it slowly. They just look at him. What are you doing? What?
What?
What are you doing? This next one is going to take a swing at Raleigh.
Oh no.
And Nat19s.
Oh no.
Crap.
Hits you.
Can't believe you guys are fucking dead.
You take 4 damage from that.
Oh no.
What if, like, you guys, like, I don't know, run back to the house?
I'm no longer surprised.
You are no longer surprised. Vogan, you are no longer surprised. Raleigh, it's your turn.
All right. How far away are these guys from me right now?
If you were beside me, they are adjacent.
Gotcha. Okay. So if I cast a spell on them,
Also, oh yes,
point at
I'm
them?
sorry, I didn't show you guys this because you weren't in combat yet, but there you go.
There
Oh,
you
man.
go.
Ah, perfect.
There we go. You can attack Carvington, and he would be far enough.
My bad.
It's all Gucci.
I'll forgive you this once.
Let's try and let's take a shot at Carvington.
Alrighty.
Carvington,
You
I
son
say.
of a bitch! I
What
always
are you-
knew you'd come back.
I knew it'd be you, Carvington.
What is this Carvington joke? What have I stumbled into?
Have we met?
Is this just a you knew him before, or have I named
Yeah.
someone else Carvington?
Nice. He knew him
Okay.
before.
Okay.
Much
I'm
like
gonna
the
use-
gods, this dude owes me money.
Okay. I was just sitting here like, have I used the name before? Oh no.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, huh? Have we met these guys?
Oh,
Is that
doing
why
a
they
joke.
know
So what are you doing, Raleigh?
I'm going to hex Carvington.
Oh no.
Ooh, do him a hex.
No, I'm gonna
Aw,
steal his
hex.
strength,
Gotcha.
and then I'm gonna
Weird
use an
dog.
inspiration to cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.
Get him.
That's a hit.
You gonna move him back?
Technically, I should note that that should have had disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're firing within 5 feet. But
Sorry,
you
Carvington.
dropped a
no,
16.
he's attacking
Oh, sorry.
Carvington.
Oh, Carvington.
Carvington.
Sorry. My bad. Yes. Sorry. Yes. You're
Yeah.
correct.
Cuckoo. Then
You would have hit regardless.
I'm going to hit him and push him away from Miriam.
Alrighty. He hits him. He skids back along the ground, catches a branch as he goes back. He's like, die! Ow!
And I will shoot him again.
Alright.
And I'll use my other inspiration.
I can get him.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Well, bam!
And that
Push
is
him
10
another 10
damage.
feet back.
Oh, jeez! He slams into a slope behind him. Ah! Oh, goodness. Alright, that's fine. Give him hell, Dunborough.
I just like slowly turn my head to the guy beside me, make my eyes glow, and just grin like a demon.
Cute. We love that.
Cute.
So
Adorable.
cute.
No, I'm a spooky vampire.
You're a vampire? And I'm getting.
A vampire?
Guys, stop calling me cute. I'm scary.
Rawr!
I'm a creature of darkness.
Anyway.
Look how cute he is.
No. All right, yeah, that's my turn.
Alrighty, that's you. Heckin' back to the top. Carvington goes.
Can come at me. No.
Ah!
Oh, me. I'm in-
You blast him off into the shadows. There's a moment. And he just comes back out screaming. Ah! And then takes another shot at Mario. There's a big reward on your head, Tiefling. Did you know that?
You have quite expensive tastes.
Ugh. Oh, jeez. That was 8 damage.
Oh,
And he brings the mace up. He's gonna go. They have this one thing they can do. They can do mace. That is their one skill.
Mace with advantage.
Tactics, and then
Yeah. And it's all they need. He swings it at you again. Oh man, is this gonna?
Thugs are.
Oh,
Thugs
we're not
are
low
party
level.
wipers.
What? Yeah, man.
Thugs are party wipers at like level 2.
He swings it down, strikes you in the shoulder. You hear a crack come from your shoulder as it hits you. And I heckin' I need from no.
I'd rather
Man.
not.
It's going to be oh nope, it's not going to be that. I need Vogan. You actually don't. I don't need anything from you technically. This is just going to work. Heckin'
Okay.
boop. Advantage. You hear a gunshot coming from off behind you. Ah, It dings off your armor. You are not hit by it.
Yeah!
You feel a rifle bullet hit you.
Thank
It winds you as it hits you, leaves a large hole in your mantle on your back, but dings off a piece of metal. You then.
Hunter's mark. That's not good.
Oh.
I don't like that.
That's a bad time, boy.
Indeed. Heckin' bloop.
Blister mark. Who are you, blister mark?
Indeed.
Or what are you?
Fucking
What
as that
is?
happens, the other thug, Dunborough's like, well, there's the cover fire then. We better make this quick. Keep it up, Blister!
From the
And
direction of the gunshot, do we see anybody?
it was coming from northwest.
Northwest. Did it sound like
Like
it
this area?
came from far away?
It came from, you would guess, it's on the map. I'll say that much. Go ahead, Vogan, why don't you roll me a perception check? They would have come out of hiding. Mostly this is for you to see through the darkness and whatnot that's over there.
Right. I'll put a inspiration into this. Inspiration. Where is... There it is.
Inspiration.
16!
You absolutely do.
Found you, you.
Oh.
You art-having son of a girl!
Oh. Who be you, Blister? Oh.
Oh no.
Looking over, you see, crouched down, trying to keep low to the ground, you see what appears to be a tiefling holding a
Wasn't this
rifle.
dude talking mad shit about tieflings?
Fuck.
He was
Just
using it as a...
observing, I was one.
Yeah.
Oh.
There she
This
is.
is when you showed me that looks super Star Wars.
She
I was
does
gonna
look
say,
super Star
like-
Wars.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, she's great.
I feel
Beautiful.
a disturbance.
Right?
Shut up.
It'll be an honor to be killed by her.
Beautiful. I like
You should
her
be
hair.
so lucky. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Heckin'.
Just looks up and ponders. What could it be?
As you look over towards her and notice her, Vogan, you see she's looking down the scope of the rifle. She looks away from it briefly, tilts her head up at you as if to acknowledge you, and then she fires again.
Yep.
This one's not gonna have
fine.
advantage.
That's
It's
good.
gonna hit though.
Ah, man. Yeah, that's fine.
It strikes you for 15 damage.
Ow!
Oh.
Are you?
Goddamn Hunter's Mark doing work.
Yeah, man. Heckin', that strikes you. You do not... Yeah, that doesn't kick in. Let's sec. +2, making sure that the right things are going in. As it shoots you, you feel that it goes and it strikes between the joints, between the plates where your shoulder is. The shot seems almost surgical. It doesn't disarm your arm, but for a second, you feel like your shoulder's blown out by the bullet. You manage to fight your way through it, but it seemed like a very targeted, almost surgical shot.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, heckin', Dunborough's gonna go. Dunborough's gonna get to here, and then he's gonna swing at Raleigh.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
That's a
Behind
miss.
Haha.
He goes down, takes a swing at you. You duck away from it. He brings it back up, and he's going to try to hit Miriam.
Better watch your
No.
back. Cutting words.
Cutting words? Alrighty. Go ahead and roll it. I will throw a -3 on here. Comes down on you. That hits.
Oh, no!
I think that just hits. It's a 14. Is that just meeting your AC?
IC's 13.
Ah, darn.
Ow.
Strikes you. You take minimum damage. 3 damage. As it strikes you with the
got-
mace. It is now your turn, Miriam. Welcome to
Get 'em.
turns, guys.
Kick ass.
Woo!
Take my...
You can do this. I have faith in you.
Bet you won't leave without me anymore, huh? Best friend don't die.
Oh.
I haven't done
By
it with
this
your name
point,
on it.
it would take you guys a bit to
Ooh.
get here, but I would say that those of you that are over at the house, you have heard a couple of gunshots by this point.
I whistle for the
uh,
Winchester.
I look at Carvington, and I just start muttering arcane words, and his mace begins to glow red hot.
Oh, dude, heat metal.
Ooh.
What a babe.
Right?
Instantly, he's gonna take damage. He's dead.
Hell yeah.
Like, damn
The
it!
mace glows.
Is he dead?
And, I cannot non-lethal. So if he has death saves, he can make them.
He's
but
gonna start.
otherwise-
He's gonna start making death saves.
He dies by hand burn.
Yeah. He has to make a concept since he's fell unconscious. I'm assuming he automatically fails, so he drops the mace.
Yeah.
Which,
And
yeah,
I'm going
whatever.
to note that he is unconscious as opposed to dead because this is something you guys went over before.
Wait, what?
That works for me.
This is something
I
we
will
went.
then turn
That's all I'm
to
saying.
turn to done, bro. I guess you're next then. And that
Oh, I
is-
know what you mean, Logan. God dang it.
All right, I will. I'll turn to Vogan. Be like, get her. You know what to do. And I'm gonna give him a bardic inspiration.
Here I go.
Go do some murder.
Ah,
And that is Miriam's turn.
damn it.
Alrighty. Vogan!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5 feet away from her.
Come here!
No! No!
It just gets to that
Bless
space.
You
The
beautiful
end turn button
creature.
appears at the bottom of the screen. He looks at it, does like grabby hands at it, like, come here!
All right. In that case,
Just you wait until it's my turn again, then you'll be sorry.
yeah, I will dash.
Fair. Get her.
I will action surge.
Okay.
Oh. Good use of you
Yes.
go get him.
You did it. Way to go.
You
Yeah,
get him.
that you go get him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was tongue-tied by your well done. No.
Are you still not over it? I
You
get
swing
that.
your blade down at her,
get that.
expecting to. You swing your blade down at her, and it cuts part of her mantle. It stops bouncing off the breastplate that she's wearing underneath it.
All right. Second attack. I assume that hits.
That is a hit.
All right.
What a crazy world where that's not a hit.
Yeah, man.
That's a surrender.
I'm a just.
Yeah.
I'm a just.
So I hear you like marks.
Yeah. You're gonna mark me. And then I will bonus action second wind.
Alrighty.
Oh.
All right. Cool.
As you do that, just very lightly, she's like, "You are already a mark." And rally!
Got an accent.
Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her.
Get him.
Yeah, I don't want Miriam to die.
What are you talking about? I'm fine.
Also, I'm
Miriam!
sorry.
No! Yeah, I'm gonna move my curse, or move my hex over to Dunbro.
Okay.
And
Dunbro.
Dunbro.
I was gonna say burrow. Yeah.
Well, there's no U between the B and the R.
It's like Edinburgh.
Ah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was also spelled like that.
Yeah.
I learned something.
Attack him!
Get him!
I'm trying to find it on my list. Jesus, I'm doing it. Get off my dick, bro.
You be lucky
Kill
to have
him!
Vulcan on your dick.
Hashtag get him.
Oh! To space with him!
Die.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm surprised he didn't just die.
Yeah, he was supposed to just fucking die just then.
Also-
I brought him 10 feet back.
Wow. I'm shocked he's alive.
Are we playing
All
that
right.
19?
No, we're not.
Damn.
Oh. One more cast.
Oh.
Logan.
I know.
I believe.
What?
I know. I forgot.
What?
Are you gonna bring up the critical damage?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, what?
I was gonna say our hit die are also fucked.
What?
Yeah.
Oh?
Oh, you're
Oh,
right.
it's
We
probably
did.
just
right,
that's
yeah.
that's a die field as well. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh.
hit die. I mean, okay, so I can fix that.
Also, did the 20 hit him?
No.
y-
No,
yeah,
yeah.
yes, it did.
I would hope so.
Now I have to fix this
Damn!
real quick.
Come on!
I will get to fixing those when it's more relevant. I'm not going to do it right now.
Yeah, I was just clicking buttons and I noticed it.
All right, you going to push him back further?
Yeah.
Into a tree.
He slides over under that tree. Gonna make this smaller.
I'll just maybe move a bit back here.
Later, Tater.
That's fair.
So as you get over there, Raleigh,
Oh no.
as soon as you get over closer to her, you briefly cast a glance back at her. You hear this faint screeching noise in the background. You don't know where it's coming from. There's just a noise in your head that's making it very hard for you to focus.
Ah! What the bloody hell is that?
Do I hear it or is it just him?
You do not.
Okay.
I think your god's not happy.
All right.
I have
she's
no
some
god.
Is that you?
Magic.
Yes, that's me.
All right.
God, I have a broker.
Let's make a death save. That's a fail.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, right?
And she's going to go. She
Come
is
at me.
Oh, jeez.
She is actually going to aim her weapon at Raleigh.
Ah, bitch.
Oh, she's
What do you think you're
ignoring
doing?
you? Get her.
Damn.
Oh, I forgot to mark that.
falling for you. Raleigh, who is currently...
There's no point of attacking Vogan anyway, because he's too close.
At least her hunter's mark is on me.
It's true.
Yeah.
Fires at you. That is absolutely a hit. As she fires at you...
Oh! Well, fuck. Better fix his hit die.
As she fires at you, Raleigh, you turn. There is this brief sensation of the screeching noise growing louder, and as the bullet comes towards you, you feel your hex spell begin to flicker and fluctuate. As the bullet hits you, the magic that you're pumping into keeping the hex spell active turns on you, and you feel a burning sensation run across your body. You then black out.
I know what she... Okay, I think I know what she is. All right. Think I got it.
And then she's going to go ahead and aim the second shot at Miriam.
Oh, that's not good.
Fucking
No!
Stop aiming at the mages!
Oh, that's a really good cutting words!
That's really good!
Oh, jeez, look at you!
Wow.
Look at you go! Heckin. Abba dabba dabba. And 1 second, please.
I'll give you 2.
Thank you. And she's going
And 2
to...
seconds.
Yep.
I have to go up. I just had to find a thing on a sheet. I'm actively checking over everything to make sure all the dice and everything are correct as we go. Otherwise, this would be going much more
As
smoothly.
a horse can take me, guys.
-8! She got it!
Well.
Well, she got a... Oh, I used the wrong thing. She would have had a -1. You dodge.
Nice.
You use cutting words. As you do, it causes her to grimace slightly. What insult do you use? You reduce her to a -1. What did you do?
I just stood up like, whoa, can't we be friends?
I love that so much.
That happens. The bullet goes wide. As it goes by you, you hear the same screeching noise.
Ooh, shivers.
Oh,
Damn, nature, you scary.
Yo, right?
All right, Dunborough's turn. That's gonna be her.
Dunborough, no.
Dunborough's going to rush forward and try to get Miriam.
Oh no.
Leave him alone.
He doesn't have advantage.
alone.
He does not. He hits.
Oh no!
He doesn't have advantage, but it's Miriam,
Yeah, that's
and he
true.
gets a. Oh, jeez.
Fuck.
Oh no,
Your
heat
heat-
metal's gone.
Oh no.
Picks up the mace.
He strikes you. You get hit by it. You lose concentration on heat metal, which you were still concentrating on. And then he goes for a second swing.
No.
Oh no, he has multi-attack.
They've all been attacking twice.
I didn't notice.
Swings at you, you dodge, you roll away from that attack. As soon as you're not concentrating on that spell anymore, by the way, Miriam, the faint sound of screeching that you heard when the bullet went by and that has been ringing in your ears immediately goes away.
Hey.
Your turn.
Fuck him up.
Oh,
Fuck him up, boy.
neat. That's
Man, that hit on Raleigh almost maxed all the die. That was crazy.
fuck.
It's 27 damage in one hit.
That'll do it. Yeah.
I'm going to, 1 second.
Dude, I just imagine this fucking bloodbath is happening, and they cut back to the house, and we're just calmly making stew.
Yeah.
We heard gunshots.
Well, they left
You
us, so
can
I'm
calmly
sure
make
they'll be
stew.
fine.
I've already whistled for my horse.
I'm calmly making stew. I didn't hear shit.
What did
I didn't
you
roll
say,
for anything.
Aaron? What did you say?
On a 3rd level heat metal.
Okay.
Oh.
Well.
Oh, the boy.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, he's down.
Yay!
Concentration after noticing the ringing.
Gotcha. As soon as it comes back, yeah, you hear it pick up again. As soon as the metal begins to heat up, he falls exhausted from the damage that it caused. In this case, I'd say contextually, it ignites in his hand. He hits the ground, rolls to put it out, and then falls unconscious from the damage. And he's gonna start making death saves.
Jeez.
And then you drop concentration, the ringing goes away.
Alright, I will then run over here and take cover.
What a
Alrighty.
good boy. Thank you.
It's a good idea.
Spell, action, movement. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, I'm gonna throw cover on you. You have an extra damage effect on you right now.
Oh, I used it on, didn't expend? I'll double check.
I didn't. I got rid of it, but it was there. Just something to look at. Cool.
It expends never. Let's switch that to roll.
Yep. Vogan, you're up.
Alrighty, righty.
Get her.
Alright, I guess I'll just get her.
Nice.
By the way, was your hood down while you were searching, or are you hood out?
My
here?
hood was up. My hood was up.
Okay.
Yeah. What should I? Okay. All right. I'm going to get into a stance, Bastille stand.
Gotcha.
All right. And then I'm gonna do some attacks on her,
I can do it.
like
do some attack.
like so, like hiya.
That's a
Nice.
hit.
All right.
Here comes a lot of damage.
Don't tell me I hit like right after you see my roll. I still have his inspiration. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Roll damage.
Oh,
Like that.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Get her.
We're good. Second attack. That's an automatic miss.
yeah, it is. You take that attack, you swing at her, it hits her again, she gets knocked back. As she slides back, you go for the second attack, but your concentration on Bastille's stand and the fact that she's put a little bit of distance between you makes you hesitate for a moment, and she manages to dodge out of the way.
Do I have anything else? I don't believe I do. I can't Dragon Surge, so that's me.
Alrighty. Death save time. Heckin', why didn't it not go to...
I hit next turn
Oh,
as well.
Raleigh, death save
Yeah.
time.
Hubba!
That's a success.
Oh,
Oh,
barely. God
Covington.
damn.
Death save time.
Razor's edge.
He succeeds. One fail, one success.
Hey.
Good.
Mister's going to
He'll be alive to give me back my money.
Mister's going
Oh,
to
no,
step
you just take it from
going to step around you. I'm going to have her roll insight. Could you roll me deception? She noticed, based off that nat one,
Great.
based off that nat one, she noticed that you didn't want to break your stance. I'm going to see if she notices that that's a factor in what you're doing.
all right. That's. Could it be something else?
It would have to be, if you can rationalize how it would be something else, then absolutely.
Acrobat. No.
Can it be athletics? I punch her in the face as she's trying to figure
Can
it
it be
out.
intimidation?
Yeah, right?
Can it be intimidation as I try and scare her?
Sure,
Instead.
intimidation as a means of trying to make it seem like it's just part of your thuggish
Yeah.
attack.
Growl at her.
Yeah.
Oof, do it.
All right, that's a little better. That's better than a -2. 14.
Okay. So, She does not. Yeah,
Is that the one
the
you're using the
check
thing on?
helps with it. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you. She doesn't manage to piece that together. She runs around you, dodge rolls under your previous attack, looks at your stance, tries to figure it out, but she hasn't seen this fighting style before, so she can't piece it together. Aims the gun up at you at point blank.
Mm-hmm.
I would take it that you are not the elf then.
I could be.
Your movements are far too brutal.
I'm just a brutal elf.
So only one of the targets are here then.
She's going to turn, and you may have cover, but she is going to fire at you.
All right.
So, Miriam, what are you doing?
Pew!
Are you doing anything in response?
I cannot. I am
All
out
right.
of
That's a 24.
Well.
Miriam, you take... Yep.
God damn it!
through the tree.
You
This
get
is
hit.
fine.
As she does this,
All of this is fine.
she is going to... She cannot take her second shot. She has to reload. So she's going to do that instead. And she is going to try to break off from you. She looks towards you, and she is going to take off that way. Do you want to opportunity attack her?
I would, yes.
Gotcha.
Knock her out.
I'm gonna put an inspiration into this.
Do it.
Get her.
And
She's scary.
I like her,
21
though.
hits.
That's
I
a
assume.
hit. Roll damage.
Do I have anything to add on to this? I don't. Wait a minute. Hold on. Fuck it. Why not? I'm gonna put a severance into this as well.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I haven't used this like
I can roll it against her.
ever. All right.
No, you used it against Kutoa once. She succeeds.
Ah, dang it. All right.
Okay.
Never mind then.
Maybe a shame
I'll
to
just roll
waste
damage
it.
on her then. Hi-yaw.
Oh.
Take that. Oh, she's so close to being deaded.
Get her. Dead her.
Oh, damn. She
As-
moved far. Is
She
fast?
did. Well, that would have been heckin' 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct, she would have been there, sorry. Because I forgot to recall that she moved around you. So it would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. She gets over to there. That is her movement. She can still bonus action. You see her put her hand out, and she grips her hand as if to do something. You see markings, magical markings appear on the back of one of her gloves. She then puts her hand onto her chest, and she is going to bonus action. Boop, ba-doop. I don't have to put dice back into this. Cool.
Neato. Congratulations. Ah, she a fighter? You bitch.
A fighter. She's not.
Ah, then I don't know what you are. I hate you.
You bitch.
But I love you.
That has very little to
You
do.
bitch.
That has very little to do with
I
what
love
she
her.
is.
Mm-hmm.
I like her very much.
I don't know what you are. You bitch.
I don't. That stuff shouldn't be showing over there.
Well, it is.
Yeah, no. Show
Oh,
jam
there you
rolls
go.
off. Whisper, show result to client. Do friendly off on. Let's go friendly. Show roll totals.
She's got a cool glove though.
She does.
Apparently.
I mean, I don't know. Does she? We don't. I know.
Yeah, what?
You did see the glove do something, so you know that.
Yeah.
Show. I'm just hecking. Show rolls
I
fixed
just
variable.
wanna
Show
fight
effects
her.
off. Show off.
That's it.
I just
Normally
want
it doesn't
our
show that
boys to
stuff, so I'm
live.
just like wondering why it's
Right?
doing
I
that.
don't want him to get kidnapped. That would be bad.
I don't want him to get killed.
Yeah.
That would
Well,
also be
I don't
bad.
think she'll kill him because isn't it the? Maybe it's dead or alive.
She said one of them's a target.
Well, no, but they said that they wanted the tiefling and the elf alive.
Alive.
Show
Yeah.
results to client. Vogan, could you roll an attack roll? Not against her. Could you just do a roll? I'm wondering.
Not against her?
Barrel roll.
Just do a roll. Any roll.
There you go.
And did you see the result of that? You did, right? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Or I didn't see if it like hit her.
no,
or
but you
anything.
saw that it rolled.
Yes.
Okay, and in that case, I'm going to activate and deactivate the same thing again. I'm just trying to test if this in fact is being weird. Yeah, weird.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yep. I'll just deal with that. It's fine.
Mhm.
I'll figure that out between games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
Chat, show roll totals. That should be...
Nay.
Show GM rolls.
Nay.
Off. Heckin'. Rifle. And then... Oh, I think... Did that fix it? It probably didn't, but I'm gonna check. Just because I wanna... It might have been that easy. Nope, it still showed it. Alright, cool. It is what it is. And so that's her. She's over there. That's her turn. Sorry for the delay. Dunborough! Veles!
Yay!
Look at that dancey boy.
Miriam.
No!
Miriam succeeds!
Oh! What a good boy. You're not
All right.
allowed to die.
And then Vogan.
I'll kill you.
All right, and gold, tried and true, longsword.
Sword attacks.
Sword. What happened there? Oh, I
that's
don't see
because
the
I turned the thing
total.
off. Sorry. Show roll totals on. There you go.
All right. I assume I think that hits.
Yes, that hits.
All right. Die.
Oh.
All right. Second. Oh, yes. Hunter's mark expired. Perfect. Now,
Nice.
die.
I gotta fix that. And that's a hit.
Assuming that hits. Boop.
Oh!
I will non-lethally take her down.
All right. You knock her out. She's stable.
I'll like turn to the others like, fucking damn it.
As you go
I'm gonna run over to Miriam.
As you go to strike her, you take her down. She hits the ground. You just hear a very quick, just like, that was more than I was. Damn it. And she just slips into unconsciousness. As you walk that way, you see a flicker in the forest just beyond your view.
Uh-oh.
And you hear the sounds of severance, and you hear the sounds of someone heavy, like heavy footfalls coming from the forest beyond you. You see this flickering fire outlining the large silhouette of the other man that was there walking out towards you, and you just hear calling out, "Not many people can take down Windrake. Very impressive."
All right, we're not out of combat then.
I'm afraid, however.
What's happening?
One
The
second.
girl is down, but there's a big boy.
A big boy?
A big boy!
Though I will prove to be the lesser opponent, I am afraid that it is now I that you must face.
It's Mateo.
Damn vampires.
You see a
I mean, I'm
mane
into
of
that
fire ignite, and you see this large person, a huge mane of flames stretching across their back, rippling muscles and black, ashy skin, standing in front of you.
Flame mane.
Loads on you.
Load darn you.
God, it's Akuma.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
damn.
Oh my god, he's beautiful.
Oh, that's.
Oh no! He's cute!
I know what he is.
Of course he's cute.
Oh,
What
no!
game
Get
do you
this
think we're
away
playing?
from me! I'm so glad I'm not here. Ah!
My name is Fume. Fume White.
Wow.
May I have your name?
Vogan.
Fogan.
Proper introductions were not done because of the nature of the combat up until this point. We are Scabbard. We wish to bring you in for reward.
I assumed as much.
I'm going to
Well-
have him roll initiative just in the background real quick.
Go ahead and do that.
It is still your turn.
Well, I already used my action.
So you would have moved it forward.
Yeah.
I make you deal.
Mm-hmm.
Allow me to take tiefling and tiefling. And I shall leave.
Here, I'll let you leave with the tiefling and no one else.
Okay. Picks me up.
But then what will you do with tiefling?
No, I meant... Wait, hold on. It's very confusing, Rick. I'm gonna take that one. I'll point to Miriam. You can take that one.
No, I wish to take that one. And that one.
That doesn't really jive with me.
I would take all of them, but to carry 4 people on back whilst fighting you would be difficult.
Mm-hmm. See, the thing is, your friend made a lot of noise. I'm sure my friends are already on their way, so you probably don't want to be here.
Carrying 4 people is more difficult than fighting 4 people. I will fight your friends.
Good, I'm on my way!
Are we on our way?
Are
would,
we?
at this point, before they jump into combat, I would like to know what you guys are doing.
As soon as you said I heard a gunshot, I whistled Winchester.
Yeah.
I guess
would like
if we
to...
heard a gunshot, we would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was outside fucking feeding jerky at the time, so...
We were making stew.
That does mean I'm not wearing armor, unfortunately.
He hears a whistle coming from off in the other direction, turns towards it, turns back towards you.
Based on the report, you have something like 3 friends that have not come to help yet.
Maybe.
This is not optimal.
No, it's not.
Fine, you take tiefling. I take tiefling and humans.
I'm talking about the purple one. You're talking about
Yes,
the red one there?
You keep your
All
friends, I take mine.
All right, that's fine. Get the hell
Their
out of
lives are worth more than reward.
here. Yeah.
He walks up and walks by you.
Yeah, I'm watching him carefully.
He reaches down, picks up the 2 of them. He's gonna go ahead and do a general heckin'. He takes out a couple potions. Would he waste those? He wouldn't. Yeah, he's going to walk over. For the sake of what's going on, he's going to stabilize them. Slings the 2 of them over one shoulder.
Next time we meet, we will not be so kind as to try to be stealthy.
Well, that's fine with me.
Walks over. Picks up Blister.
You're careless, Blister. You should have been farther away.
By this point, I will say the rest of the group, you would be effectively around the edge of the map. I'd like another death save from both people that are down.
Doing it.
Oh no!
Really? I will say, like, at some point during that, I wanted to go over to Miriam and give him a health.
If you want to try to... Okay, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
What about stabilizing? Maybe we should use potions.
If I get him up, he can get Raleigh up.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah. I have one. It's not programmed into my sheet. Wait, is it? Hold on.
The what?
Healing
I have
potion?
a greater healing potion, but it's not. It is not programmed.
Did you use it without realizing it and just never take it off your sheet?
Them.
You got the
Yeah, we just
superior
got them.
ones, I believe. Oh no, you got them in town, right? Just roll the number and go from there.
Get it real quick. Boop. Well, that's okay.
Have 12 hit points.
Okay. Not
That
bad.
is.
As the
That'd
rest
be
of the
like
group
2.
As the rest of the group approaches, you would see this stunningly large man with ashy obsidian skin and a mane of fire, with 3 people slung over his shoulders looking towards you. You see him take a deep breath, and he starts running off into the woods.
Can I shoot him?
I'll gesture for you to not to.
Oh, then I won't shoot him.
I will use healing word called. Right. I'll run over and grab him.
Oh, what happened? Did we win?
Don't talk your lung shut.
Your lung shot.
No, we didn't win. I won.
Guys!
Guys, what happened?
Get back in. We'll go back to the house, and then I'll explain everything there.
Why'd you guys go off in the... whatever.
Boys.
I'm gonna pick up I'm gonna pick up Raleigh and attempt to pick up Miriam, put him on Winchester.
Aww.
I can walk.
It's fine.
If you say you can walk, I stare at you. Yeah, I noticed. I put Miriam on Winchester.
God damn.
That's funny.
I just imagine Fenris is just waiting on the porch, tapping her foot with her hands on her hips in an apron.
She
Very
didn't
disgruntled.
go. She's like, you don't get him.
Well, she was on her way, and then she saw everything was resolving itself.
From hundreds
So
of
you're
feet away.
so you didn't go, is what you're
I don't
saying?
know. No, I would have gone. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys get to the point of getting them put on Winchester and them getting up, you hear the same footfalls coming back.
I pull.
What do you
the
want?
spear- I pull the spear from Winchester's.
I have moved my
saddle.
friends to safety and returned to fight.
Can I shoot him now?
Oh,
That was deception. I just did not want friends to die.
I see. I see.
Oh,
I love
good. That's terrific. Who is this?
Oh, I
I'm
see you have
sorry,
also helped your
honey.
friends. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Friend, it's 6 on 1. I suggest you make your way back to your comrades.
6 on 1 does not frighten me.
Yeah, but it doesn't look too good for you, though.
If you've heard about the exploits of the highest standard, it should.
I have. If I had not, I would not be here.
Then rejoin your friends and come at us another day.
I do not need friends. Nor do I think you would kill me if I lost.
You underestimate me.
We wouldn't.
Perhaps.
We're not allowed.
In town, maybe.
I think we're allowed.
Yeah, we can do it.
They didn't specify in town.
That also only matters if they find the bodies.
Yeah.
Once you attack us, we'll be forced to defend ourselves in what we see fit.
That is the idea.
Oh, then.
That is why I warned you instead of just attacking.
Well,
I
what's
pull out my sword.
That's kind of fair.
Crossbow!
Apparently we're doing this.
Is there
okay.
nothing else we
out.
can say?
I guess I'm fighting in an apron.
Matter is
guys.
not personal. Unless you can pay me more than the mark is worth, I have no reason to give up hunt.
How much money?
If we paid every single guild that came looking to kill us, we'd be in a lot of debt.
That is very sensible. I would not expect you to do that.
All right then.
I am rolling initiative.
I have a
Let's
question
go.
before. Wait,
All
did I
right.
use a spell today? Because it shows that I'm missing one of my first level spell slots, and I might need all my spell slots, so I figured I'd
don't
ask.
know.
It would have been while we were in town last session.
I don't think I used anything.
I'm saying no. You guys took enough of a break since then, anyways.
Cool. I was just
Oh.
making sure. I wanted to be fair.
All right. Raleigh, you are first.
Oh, God.
Great.
Also, I would say that you'd
You were on the
probably.
horse,
I would
by the
say
way.
you'd be over there. Yes.
It's true.
Both
Come
of
to
you would
Mama
be near the
Fenris,
horse.
Let me heal you.
All right. Then,
I'm gonna assume I was just
if this seems like it's unavoidable, then he's gonna start blasting. Da-da-da-da-da.
Alrighty. Heck in. That is a hit.
Woo!
Proud of you.
Do
You
more
strike-
damage.
You strike him with it. It hits him. It does not push him back. I can't tell you why, but when you hit him, he hits it. He his body recoils, "Ugh!" Slowly raises up and meets eyes with you.
Is that all?
No, I think I've got a little bit left in the chamber. How's this?
That's a hit.
Nice.
He gets hit again. Again, he doesn't get pushed back.
Sturdy one, aren't you?
I suggest striking me with everything you can muster. I will show you no mercy. I respect you too much.
Sir, appreciated.
We
Is
should
that
do
you?
the same for you.
I don't fucking know this guy. I don't respect him.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Gonna take that effect off you, by the way. Bam.
10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, cool.
Go get him with the horse. But
I'm
also drop off Aristo before you.
not on my horse.
Oh, well,
Because he was
I
trying
put
to
them-
load
I put
me
them
and
on the
I was
horse.
doing it.
that's fair.
You getting up to there?
Yep. As I get there, I am going to brandish this. I am going to brandish my standard, and I'm going to go for some attacks on this boy.
I can go for it.
First attack.
Oh no!
Second
You
attack.
attack him with the standard, he catches it, and then tosses you to the side with it. You go for the second one, that hits.
Oh god, he's so cool.
You hit him, he recoils, you see some blood emerges like magma from the wounds on his shoulder.
Action surge.
Oh,
Ah!
I.
Good.
Damn it!
Crap.
Damn it!
You go for both attacks.
All of those are so bad.
He raises up his foot, and as the standard's coming at him, he hits the spear down with his elbow, and then once it's low enough, slams it into the ground with his foot.
All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna push him.
You can try.
I'm gonna try to push him down. Probably won't work. I'm gonna try to do it. Nope.
What is with you and twos?
I don't know, man.
He's too weak.
Ha.
Alright.
What is you
Spencer.
doing?
Okay.
That is me.
Alrighty.
God.
Lexi?
Oh, fuck. All
Get
right.
that sneak attack, Lexi.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to go towards him or not.
Shoot him, man.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
Or
How-
petrify it, or
How
something.
far? Can I get 5, 10,
You
20,
white,
25?
my god.
I can get like right there.
How could you
Oh,
do
what a
this to me?
fucking mistake this is about to be. I'm gonna go right there!
Yay!
Carrie!
Here I go! Booming blade this boy!
Damn, I wish I had an excuse.
Yep. I want to booming blade, and then I want to heckin' bap him. I'm trying to bap him.
Get him.
Alright. That's a hit.
Heck yeah! Okay, well now I gotta do a bunch of things. Okay.
I believe in you, Carrie.
I believe in you, Gary.
Die.
Don't kill him.
You strike him. You cut into him. He reacts to that pretty viscerally. He takes a step back.
Ugh. Ugh. You are very good at aiming for vital places. I have noted it.
I'm good at a lot of things, yeah. Anyway, die!
It's not stored in my memory.
All
banks.
right.
You're right, I really
love him.
Is that you?
Can I bonus action?
Yes,
Casting
okay.
Booming Blade my thing? That's what I'm wondering. Because I cast Booming Blade, it was a cantrip, and then I bapped him. But that's
What are you
part
planning
of
on
the
using with
bapping
your
him is
bonus
part
action?
of it.
She wants to scratch it.
Disengage.
You can.
No, I was gonna.
Yeah,
I
you
was
can do
gonna
that.
Or
disengage.
disengage, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna disengage.
Yeah, because
If that's cool.
Did you use your movement already?
I think I used all of my movement. That's what I was gonna double check.
damn.
Yeah, I might need to stay where I am, or I can scratch him.
I mean, if we're not doing anything else
Give him
with your
some
bonus action.
screeches.
It's true. I'll give him a. I'll give him one of them screeches.
Damage is damage.
Die.
That
There you go.
hits.
Nice.
You scratch him for 1 point of damage.
I sure didn't get him.
You scratch him again. He looks down at it, unmoving.
Perhaps I was mistaken.
That one doesn't count. That's just a little fun thing that I do for fun. Die.
Yeah, she's working like that.
Fucking shut up!
You need to be more supportful.
You guys were like dead without us, so shut up, okay?
I was
We're
fine.
doing okay.
Oh, will you please?
Correction. I was doing okay.
Be part of the team for once in your goddamn life.
I know you're not.
Says you, goddamn.
I know you're focused on the fight, but I'm rolling my eyes.
Is
I'm
that
done.
you?
Yeah, that's me. I can't move. I'm done.
Alright. You have, I am afraid, wasted your chance.
He looks up towards the collection of the others.
I request that you survive this. You are worth less dead.
He puts his hand in the air and you see light begin to build up in his palm.
No.
I make no guarantees.
Yeah.
We are a bunch of glass cannons for the most part.
It is true. You
Speak
are.
for yourselves.
It is not true. Actually, no, that's totally untrue.
Yeah, no,
glass
it's not
cannon.
true. We're okay.
Glass
We're
cannon's
okay.
tons of damage and no health. More
Oh,
like
that's
Yeah.
true.
We're pretty okay.
We're like, okay, but we could die
Yeah.
at any given point.
Raleigh's the
rogue,
closest
I'm-
one here.
Raleigh
being,
and
uh,
I.
Yeah,
I'm
Raleigh's,
close
yeah,
cannon.
yeah. Like, for a rogue, I'm pretty beefy. I'm pretty okay.
You're doing great, sweetie.
You gotta do
I'm
it.
actually
right.
more worried for my horse than I am for you guys, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Your witch
That's
back and he just fucking
An action.
I mean,
He's
that's
going to
basically what's
do-
about to happen, I believe, so.
I must adjust for damage I saw you take before. If I incinerate you, you will be worthless. So, this is about...
You see the light growing brighter.
This is about enough.
And I
my
need you guys. Heckin, is this is the one, correct? Yes.
This is the way.
Con saves from everybody over
Oh,
there. Good job,
geez.
Fenris!
Oh my god. Way to
Con
go,
saves.
Fen.
I think I know what he is.
Yeah?
Maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but I
I'm
think
not
I
happy.
think I do.
We just
Prepare
got
for
these guys
confirmation.
up.
Wanna share with the
Come
class?
on.
Before you
He
find out?
hurls it,
I'll
a
see.
blast of light explodes out.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Raleigh and Miriam, you guys are both down again as this blast of light erupts from that position.
Yeah, I know what he is.
But do they fall off the horse?
They would fall prone, so yes, they would fall
Damn
off the
it.
horse.
The horse is not looking good.
I was hoping to have Winchester run off with them. But now I'm gonna have him run over and start kicking this boy.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Although,
Unless.
yeah.
Although,
I could use my thingamadoo on him.
Who knows?
Paralyze him. Do
We'll
it.
worry about that when it comes time.
it's
Time to
true.
die.
It's
Time to die.
Time to die.
I mean, people need to not be right next to him if I'm gonna use my thingamadoo on him.
He's then
Miriam, I
gon-
just got you up, man.
he's then gonna go ahead and
Christ.
boop.
Maybe waste my potion.
He takes a step forward, seemingly like he's going to charge into the two of you, and then he brushes by you.
But then he gets pachooed because booming blade.
He does. Roll your booming blade damage against him.
Ah! Woo! Fuck.
Fenris, you see this blast of light erupt from around you. The two that were already hurt are then once again knocked down, and as it begins to fade away, you unshield your eyes from this burst of light, and you see him just up here, skidding to a stop between the lot of you.
Oh, jeez.
Stop that!
Whoa.
Sorry, one
Sir,
second.
you're not. I need.
Oh, that was neat.
Roll your damage against him.
The dice is gone.
Vogan is sort of
Yep, I need to do the
admiring him as well.
Yeah, you need to put the damage in
Right? 1d8, right?
He reminds me a
2d8.
lot of the guy.
there.
who
2d8 for
made
the
you
damage, I believe, at your level.
Spence. He reminds me
What?
a lot of the guy from your backstory.
Like Hassan?
looks-wise. Yeah.
That's fair.
It's an alternate skin for like Hassan.
He's gorge. I can't. I have to be 6 feet away from this.
You're right, he's so hot though. Like, god damn.
Now, if we're
so
talking Booming
bald.
Blade, yeah, the damage for Booming Blade at your level, that they take when they move should be 2d8.
2d8? Okay, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
roll another one and then
Come on, Kiwi. Oh,
Oof.
come on.
that's, yeah, god damn it, Karen.
Damn it, Kiwi.
Yeah, that's fair.
He takes 3 damage. As he hits the ground and he like skids to a stop, the thunder energy around him erupts outwards. And you do seem to like, ugh, ugh, necessary pain. Ugh. And that's him. He looks like he's moved to cut off your escape.
That's.
I mean,
thank
I
you.
seem maybe really hurting you, so you should maybe come back over here and fight me. Like, I'm just saying.
Cleric, get them up! And I'll go over and...
How you say, come at me?
Wow.
I love him. I'm so
like right in the middle of him saying that,
my
he just like,
brain.
swords already coming out of his neck.
Damn.
Thanks for moving closer! Oh,
Oh.
He's
second attack.
Come at me!
He steps to the side, steps to the
We're
side.
getting all the bad ones out before the tournament.
I also gotta.
Bullshit,
you would not be Bastiling anymore. I shouldn't. I'm gonna let you keep Bastille, just since he did sort of deceive you and walk out and in. The bardic, and yeah, you'd still have the bardic inspiration too. There's no reason you wouldn't. Not enough time passed. You're good. All the adjustments I was gonna
use
make.
the bardic inspiration for that last one?
Go ahead. Roll the d8.
You're being real
Is
nice.
it a D8 or a
to us.
D6?
It's a d8 for what level he is.
Gotcha.
And I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, dude, nice. That hits.
All right.
It'd be on.
Hits.
Yeah,
Thank
man.
God.
Man, it really sucked if it didn't.
Dude, monks. Monks,
Yep.
it's up in the air.
Oh.
All right.
Takes 9 damage.
Yeah, it landed on a 1 for me too. Super slowly. It was like, fuck, dude.
Oh, this dude is taking a lot of damage without
He's
a lot of.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a
Thick
thick boy.
It's more complicated than you might think, but totally yes. Is that you?
Do I have anything else? I do not. I'll end my turn.
Miriam, roll a death save.
Let's die.
No.
You must die.
Die. I don't have Revivify today. God damn it.
That's a death.
Did
Winchester's.
you unprepare Revivify?
Nope.
Winchester beat the shit out of him.
Winchester's gonna kick him.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
Fuck him up.
Winchester Nat19s.
Yeah.
He gets an inspiration. He kicks. He deals 3 bludgeoning damage to him. He hits him. Just horse. Stop.
Get him again, Winchester.
He can't. He has 1 attack.
Do it
Horse.
again
Stop,
anyway.
horse. I do not wish to kill animal.
You already fucking nearly killed him. Fuck off.
So nice. He has skin.
Yeah. So nice.
Fenris.
Holy fuck.
Oh gee.
You have to get him, Brad, regardless of how you feel. Get him.
I know.
How about instead of getting him,
Or
you
get them boys. Get the boys
yeah,
up.
Miriam can do more right now, so I'm gonna pump a 3rd level cure wounds on him.
Do you still have mass healing word?
I do not. Listen, I thought this game was gonna be sit down and talk to the family.
It was. You did that.
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
I prepared create food and water. How do you think I feel?
Wow.
Not great. And I
already
don't
had
have
all kinds of food
Revivify.
and water.
It's true.
I want to scream.
Okay, he's very uninterested in killing me. He's just
I
also
know.
unconcerned if it happens.
Oh.
I just know you can like give inspiration and like also. Oh, that was 3 vert. Can you remove one of those effects?
You can do it on yourself. You just click the little head with the little dots above it.
Oh dear. Okay, I'm learning. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm a DM now.
Hell yeah.
I'm so giggly. I can't with this guy. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yep, it's his
Yeah.
fault.
I get it.
It's his fault you're giggly. Yep.
Dot. Anyway, oh, where's Miriam?
I get
Oh
it.
dear.
Makes sense.
Here you go. Oh
my.
Oh, it's gotta stop happening.
That should have been
Agreed.
more.
Oh shoot! Maybe it was supposed to.
Oh, it's because the original dice still isn't in your healing.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Roll 1d8.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Oh dear. Okay, that's good.
I'll just take that off my wounds. -4.
Yes.
There, God, I healed it.
I'm gonna bonus action shield.
Ah,
Shield is only in response to an attack.
Oh.
Right.
Then
What,
this is
Shield of Faith, you mean?
That's
There you
what
go.
go.
La la la. I meant to take shield, but I took shield of faith. La 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 la.
I don't think clerics can take shield.
Maybe not.
Unless it's part of your domain.
Then I'm
but-
gonna put shield of faith on as a concentration and bonus because I'm about to go over there and
Whack a nerd.
shit up.
Do it, whack a nerd.
No whack-a-mole.
And then with my remaining movement, I'll get here.
Did you upcast heal cure wounds? Because if so, I don't think you can cast Shield of Faith.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's true.
Beans. Okay.
Give
Then
yourself
I
back
don't
that spell
cast-
slot.
Okay. I don't cast that shield of faith, but I do move there. Oh,
Alrighty. Hackin. See how this continues to go. Hackin, is that you?
Prone. I'm gonna put that on myself.
That's my turn. If you can also be a secondary healer, that'd be dope.
Brawly, what up? Roll a death save.
One. Damn it, Rolly!
Are you kidding me? I swear to God, you're not allowed
Fucking speed racer.
fine.
to. You're push up. Oh my goodness.
You're so
30.
cute, Brad. Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna have a stroke. There's a
Oh.
handsome guy here to hand.
Oh,
I get
man.
you. Yeah, man.
You guys are embarrassing me. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm calm. Oh no, I'm not.
Two questions.
I
Move
just
30
moved
feet?
30 feet.
My face hurts.
I'd like to move 30 feet so I can hit him.
I
Get
think
him.
Logan's dead.
No,
I know.
Ah,
There we are.
I was letting you guys do your thing.
Wow.
Yep. You can hit him from there.
It says he's 15 feet away, but he's not.
Huh.
Weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Could be when everything got borked, it also set the diagonal rules different again.
Ah.
Yeah, could be.
I'm a stab him.
Do him a stab.
One stab. Damn it! Two stab.
Oh God.
Damn it!
Oh, wow.
I hate this. I hate everything right now. I literally, I'm gonna push Miriam over. I'm kidding.
I'm already prone.
I'll push him 5 feet away.
Double prone.
Well.
That's all I got. Fucking.
Oh.
Such is the life of a fighter. Without your resources to
What's up,
spend.
Lexi?
+7 to hit.
Oh.
What the fuck?
I want to try to heckin'
Don't mind that.
use my thingy do on him, but I can't think of an angle
Testing
where I
stuff.
could get him. Oh my god. Okay.
Don't mind that.
He's giving you more trouble than I thought he would by no effort of mine.
Yeah.
Because we can't hit him.
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm
It's
gonna
the goddamn
okay.
Knowles all over again.
Oh my
Lexi,
god, yeah.
We believe in you.
I'm gonna dash.
You're doing a great job, Carrie.
We'll see.
I just know you are.
Oh,
Don't carry it up.
I probably will. Okay.
Yeah, you moved on to a
Um,
non-space, by the way. Bam.
Oh shit. Well, I know. I'm trying to move more. I'm dashing.
Sure.
Is there a way for me to heckin' angle my cone so that I don't hit some fucking boys? I just want to
You
hit him.
cannot hit him with the cone. Getting to there with dash?
Yeah.
Yes, you could.
Hooray.
Because you could angle it like so it goes. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Oh,
Effectively
wait.
out that. You could do it. Yes.
There we
that.
go. I was
You
gonna
could
say
do
I was
that.
hitting Fenris just then. Goddamn.
It's fine, take me out.
Never. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and bap that boy.
I've written his name down.
You aim Harak at him as he sees it begin to light up. He just eyes it.
What is that?
Don't worry about it.
I am worrying about it.
Shit!
I
What?
guess I
The
don't
monk
need
made
to
the
worry
save?
about it.
The monk made the save.
I know. I was
Ridiculous.
biff it. I was hoping you biff it. Fuck.
Oh, definitely. There's definitely chances.
You aim it, you say don't worry about it, you fire it, a burst of light fills the area, and as it clears, he stands perfectly still.
I am worrying about it. What does that do?
Just you wait, pal. You see. It's
You tell
gonna
him.
be a time.
Get him!
Yeah.
There's no on-success effect, right? For
Let
the...
me double check.
Is there an on-success effect for that thing or no?
Any creature that's only fails to save. On a failure of 5 points or more. No, it's
No.
just, yeah.
There's no half damage to it.
Nothing happens. That's why Logan gave me like 3 chances. It used to just be 1, and it's kind of, you know, if I only get
see.
1 shot a day and this happens, it fucking sucks.
Alright.
I got 2 more.
Is that you?
For water. Yeah. I don't think I can really do anything else, and I already bonus dashed, so yeah, that's me.
You're doing great, Carrie.
Sure I am. I did nothing!
You made him worry. He's worried.
Cool. I did it. I struck fear into his heart.
Proud.
Yeah.
He looks over towards the group, quickly takes in exactly who is where. It's his turn, by the way. He puts his hand up again, claps them together. He brings them apart, and another ball of light begins forming.
You are clumped, and I do not wish to kill horse. It is inconvenient.
Hey.
However,
Oh, good job, you two.
Oh,
Oh,
Miriam.
You can't keep doing this.
You must have just failed that, because Brenda's got a 15 and made it.
Oh,
Damn! Oh.
I apologize if this is unforgiving.
And he is going to... Poop.
God damn it!
Oof.
Blast you for 30 points of damage.
Holy sh!
Wow. Well
That's
on
not
that damage.
okay.
Not much more than that, and I would have just fucking dead.
Oh.
He puts his foot back, stomps it into the ground, puts his palm out towards one of you, and seems to take a defensive stance.
I see.
Oh, I think I
Well.
figured out how to fix it. It's not showing you guys stuff unless I activate it. Which, go, cool! I've hidden things! I did it!
I'm surprised.
You didn't see him use. You didn't see him use patient defense, right? It didn't tell you he did it. He did. You know he did, but it didn't tell you, right? Yeah. You know. Come on.
Now it showed up.
No, it showed up.
Well, that's because I clicked the thing. It always does that, no matter what I do it with, which is why I'm actually in the habit of using the scroll thing instead. But I was doing it there to test it. But I digress. Haha.
You will soon be defeated. I will not kill those I do not have to. I apologize for the pain I'm causing.
Yeah.
Your turn.
And,
Go ahead.
Oh, he's so cute.
Hit me with sword. I will snap between hands.
Oh.
I'm really into him.
But
too.
this is masterwork.
You see him. He clenches his fist.
These two are masterwork.
That's fair.
Oh my god!
Here I go, doing the thing I do.
Oh my god.
15. I guess
That's
misses.
a miss. That
Yeah.
just misses.
Wait! Saving face!
That's fair.
All right, saving face.
Go for it!
That
Get him
hits.
through. Die! Damn it!
Oh, if you guys lose this fight, I'm not gonna feel bad. You had every chance to succeed.
Collapse his
Fuck
head
you.
down, catch your sword, and you just push it through, and he'll dodge.
Oh,
Last
you
second,
cut thumb.
cutting his face. Yeah.
Ow!
Yes.
Now it will hurt when I try to write letter to family. How dare you!
Oh my god.
So good. Damn it! Again! Oh!
You swing that one at him, he punches the side of the blade and knocks it off path.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
Stupid dodge action as a bonus action, fuck!
Is that you?
Fucking die, Miriam!
No!
He succeeded!
Oh, thank God.
Thank goodness.
Alright.
Stupid monk.
I'm so stressed out.
Winchester's gonna go ahead and hit him
Winchester,
again.
knock him over!
Do it, get him!
Beat him up.
Winchester gives a mighty neigh and attacks. He dropped a. Oh my god, he dropped a 20 and got a 1.
Winchester's not affected by
Oh,
monks.
I don't know why I applied the damage to him. He fucking
What are you
missed.
talking about?
No, apply the damage.
Winchester's not affected by monks at all. What are you talking about?
Dude's barely damaged anyway. It's not gonna matter.
He can bleed, which means we can beat him.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
He goes and he goes to. He turns around, tries to buck back at him. He takes the quarterstaff that he's carrying and puts it out. Both of the hooves collide with it, and he pushes Winchester back. Fenris.
Fenris.
I don't know.
You guys have
Little
figured
boy.
out what this guy is by now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fenris, I'm
No.
just gonna say
I
this,
don't
you
mean a
might wanna
monk.
get Raleigh up.
was
He's
gonna say, I
doing
know
the
he's-
most damage.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know what the race he is, if that's
Yeah.
what you're referring to. Yeah.
I don't.
He's like an artifact guy, right?
He's an antique, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
he's
Oh.
I'm so upset. Why
He is the fire version of what Merry Mist is.
Oh.
Save Miriam.
I'm gonna do something that saves both of you little shitheads.
Oh, damn.
Thank you very much. Just for a little bit. It's only gonna get you guys up 5 temporary hit points, but it makes it
Temporary
so I'm
hit points
able
won't get them
that
up.
won't get them up.
Yeah.
Aid
Never
increases your
mind.
max HP.
Never mind. That means I'm gonna have to do this one by one.
I don't know what spell you're thinking of.
It's because it says 5 temporary under her thing. Because the way that we ruled it was like on short term, it's useful to just give 5 temporary hit points and then go from there. If you used it, you would in fact give them 5 hit points if you used aid.
Yeah, each
Oh.
target's
That's what I was
maximum
planning
and
to
current
do.
hit points.
Yeah,
increase by
so you would give them each 5 hit points.
Yes, I would
Oh,
like
there
to
you
do
go.
that with Raleigh, Heckin' Miriam, and the Dear Vogan boy.
Neat.
Alrighty.
How dare you
Whatever.
not give 5 hit points to Winchester?
Oh, you hush. He doesn't want to kill the horse. Okay.
I will note, even after the hit points are gone, you can't use 8 on them. I don't believe you can use 8
Yeah,
on
I
them
don't
again.
think I would use 8 on them again anyway.
Yeah, it's the duration isn't concentration, so the
Yeah,
max.
so
just-
it's on them, and you can't stack effects. So
So
cool.
if you guys can all put 5 hit points.
Just give them the 5 temporary, and if they all hit 0 again, we'll remember it.
Okie dokie.
Again, just because that reduces having to mess with people's maximum hit point value in game.
Yeah.
Yes. I give to you.
But would that get them up?
You're not.
Yes, it would give them 5 hit points. I mean, you guys give yourself back 5 hit points as well.
I give you.
And Quintus, give yourself. Have you taken any damage?
I
Quintus?
didn't get it.
No,
Vogan
I
got it.
gave it to Vogan. 'Cause
Oh,
Vogan's
Vogan. Yeah.
Getting
Yeah.
his.
Yeah,
teeth
because she doesn't
kicked
like
in.
me.
That's
No.
Or Winchester.
Oh,
No, that's
please
fair.
stop. Just because you said I was
Or
a wife
Lexi.
material, it's
Oh.
fine. Bleed out
I'm
for all
actually-
I
I think you need to get
son
over
of a
that.
bitch. No,
Sorry.
that's
Like,
just
damn.
Fred being grumpy.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's all good. Fenris would be like, "Oh, you don't think I'm wife material? Good."
Oh, maybe this is
thank
the
God.
reason, Fenris. You ever think of that?
God damn!
You know, with the level of sass I'm getting, I don't know if I should heal you ever again.
All right.
That's my turn.
Is that you?
So, question about aid.
So legendary action.
So I get the temporary hit points, and then I get the.
You regain 5 hit
Basically-
points as well.
Okay, yeah. All right, go down.
Unless-
I'll go to 19.
You gain 5. So you don't put the temporary hit points if you're gonna do the gain 5 back.
Let's just
raise
do it.
back.
It's you guys are it's fucking across the
Because
board.
otherwise you're getting 10, and that makes it a better spell.
Okay,
40.
so
Okay, I'll get rid of my temp hit points then. Yeah.
I already did it
Yeah.
for you, and then for you. Okay.
I
What happened?
You died momentarily.
I am trying to do it for you, is what happened.
Well, that's fine.
And Miriam, you are no longer unconscious. Did you already give yourself? Yeah, you already did. Yeah, okay.
Max HP noted.
And then Raleigh. Heckin' Raleigh. You already gave yourself them as well. Okay. You're
Heckin just looks
just
at
marking down what your
Mary
max hit points normally are. Bam.
No, my max hit
Please
points is
stop
30.
dying.
Then why didn't you give yourself 5
Oh,
more hit
sorry.
points?
I misunderstood.
One,
Sorry, I thought you
two.
told us not to change our max hit points.
Bah.
Done.
And then, so if you're at normally your max is 30, then you still have 30 damage.
Yeah.
So, bam. Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
We've done it.
I believe so, anyways. Yes, that's correct. Bam.
Also,
Done.
you have no damage. How are you whining to me about not getting? Oh.
Raleigh.
You make me angry.
All right.
You guys should be able to take him down now. There's all of you up.
This is
You
fine.
say that.
Until he fucking
Shut
sunbursts
up.
again.
Yep.
Speaking of which, maybe move, Raleigh.
Yeah, you need to get out of there, boy.
Yeah, get the hell out of there, boy.
Maybe don't go that way.
Also,
Oh,
I think you
wow.
dragged.
Oh, shit.
That's Winchester, yeah.
That's what.
Maybe stay
Drag
near me,
horse.
but also away from firemen.
Vampire man, put down horse.
Yeah, listen to him. Put down horse.
I am.
You're going over there?
Yeah.
He's opportunity attacking you.
No, fuck.
No.
He has
Alright.
he has a quarterstaff.
All right, do it.
That's why I said maybe not go that way.
Oh,
Oh wait,
Here's
hold on.
one.
Quarterstaff does not have reach.
They don't
Never
have
mind,
reach.
you're good.
thank goodness. Please be careful.
Unless his does.
His does not.
Okay.
Okay.
He has a regular quarterstaff.
It's got the extendo staff.
Yeah.
He's Goku.
Yeah.
Yuck. All right.
And that power pole.
Let's shatter this boy.
Power pole extend.
Can I do
Filthy.
a shatter that
Yeah, there's a whole section beside him. You can aim a shatter so it doesn't hit anyone else.
All right, fantastic.
It would be that, but that, yeah.
Y'all have killed me entirely too many times, but
Oh, I fail.
Oh shit! Get him.
oh,
Finally.
No.
You bleeding?
that
Oh,
hurt.
he's bleeding now.
Yep.
Hooray!
He takes the damage. He grimaces. He falls to one knee as the sound erupts around him, and then gets back up.
Oh, that got a reaction. Now we're getting somewhere.
Way to go, Raleigh! I mean,
You need to
Ernesto.
rest. You lay down.
Shit!
He does have a point. Perhaps after this fight, he can lay down. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine. This is. I'm fine.
I'm sure he
Is that
used to
you?
it, but still.
Yeah.
Quintus.
Go
Get
get
him.
him. Get him. Get on your horse. Beat the shit out of him. Get on your horse.
I want to get into a place where I can shield as many people as possible.
That is fair. What a good boy. What a husband. Sorry.
Would
He's
attacking
quite the
through Vogan be disadvantage?
Everyone's so
No, you're fine.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's disadvantage anyway because he's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's dodging.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Time for more twos.
Yeah, here we go.
Here we go!
That is a miss.
Oh, come on!
That is a miss.
Yeah.
He-
Come on, Quintus.
You're up, Lexi.
Come on.
I just...
Oh, you're not gonna get sneak attack from this either.
Fucking...
Maybe try to paralyze
Oh
him
my
again?
god. I could do that. I could also... Miriam's better at it than me. I have, like, Tasha's Hideous Laughter, but, like... I don't know.
That would help.
Heckin'
would definitely
do what
help.
you need.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do that. I'm gonna try to get him with Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Also, him laughing makes me happy.
That's fair. Here we go. Just for bread. Yeah.
I have
He
no
now.
Best day ever!
starts laying down laughing. I'm like, you guys want to go home?
Yeah, let's go.
Real quick, I'm gonna make sure I have Tasha's Hideous Laughter programmed right on your thing because I have a extension that does ongoing saves now. Yes,
I've
I
never
do.
had to do it before, so yeah.
Well, I've always done a few before. Now there's a thing that automates it.
No, I've genuinely never cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh.
Yeah, this is my first time ever.
Heckin, you use it. He nat ones. He fails immediately. His eyes are unchanging. They remain fixed on those two and serious. His mouth just opens.
So now he's doing the point laughing.
What have you done to me? This is unfair. This is
not to worry
serious
about
battle. This is test of might. Stop it. You have accidentally hit your friend.
Oh no!
Turn off ability.
I can only bonus action with my claws if I've already attacked him. So, I think that's my.
Did you apply the effect to him?
Oh, I didn't.
Carrie, apply the effect to him.
Capacitating.
I did it. Got him. That's my turn.
He is heckin' prone and
Now he's gonna immediately save.
I mean, it's likely, but he'll have lost his turn for it though.
That's true.
I'll take it.
All right,
Whatever we can get.
That is you, and then Ka-chunk, and then his turn's gonna end. Roll the way I want you to roll. Bam! He got a 2.
Yeah!
Wow. So he's still.
He's still on the ground laughing.
Yay!
If this is how he loses, I want you to know this is my new favorite.
That's fair.
All right.
I'm so.
I guess I'm attacking him.
Get him.
Yeah, get him. We get advantage. Let's go.
Get him.
Uh-oh!
Is the crit thing programmed in or no?
Yeah, it said critical hit.
No, I mean the max die thing.
The Theogeeks thing, it's not working today. Just go ahead and roll.
Here you go. Take that.
He takes 11. Also,
take that.
And he's
not laughing.
And he is going to get advantage, and he is going to get to roll against this again.
Oh, he has advantage. Okay, good.
If it's by damage, they have advantage.
Yeah.
Yep, he succeeds. It is no longer affecting him.
Shit.
Cool.
But he is still prone.
He is still prone, which I will take full advantage of.
Which, let me put prone back on him.
Oh, no.
Do the attack again before I throw prone back on him.
Roll a d20, yeah.
I'll roll with disadvantage.
Roll a d20, then plus 4 plus... So roll your d20 and it's plus 11, whatever the result ends up being.
Plus 11. Oh, yeah.
Just do it.
Just do what I'm saying. Go ahead.
You hit!
Nice.
All right.
Proud of you.
So proud.
Take that.
He takes another 9 damage. He's taking damage, boys.
Yeah.
Got him.
Goddamn, got him.
And that's my turn.
I do not suppose you would allow me to once again wander into forest.
You speak very politely.
Is there a chance of you falling for that twice?
Not.
Are so rude.
I mean, maybe if you didn't say falling
Whole
forward,
person.
I was actually going to say yes.
Get
Holding him? Oh my god.
Man, jelly.
He succeeds.
Yeah.
Next time. I'm gonna walk over here.
I was fixing to say
You get
maybe
away.
it's
You walk away now.
Doody 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 doo.
You did a great job. You
No!
deserve to.
This was much more easy when you were grouped together. Come back.
Oh.
Them.
Oh, I love him.
Kick him, Winchester.
Winchester's
Stomp
gonna,
on him.
Winchester's gonna try to regroup. And nah. Winchester hits. Nah. 3 damage.
Is he supposed to have like a die with his stomping thing?
No,
Okay.
I don't believe so. Anyways, he may. You're right.
Yeah.
I was just assuming because he's a horse. One sec. A lot of animals just have heckin'
He nay.
he nay. I will check it. He is hit twice, so if he does, I believe he. You're right. He has. Oh goodness, actually, one sec.
Yeah, I remember him hitting Murkwire pretty hard.
Really
That's why
hard,
Additional
yeah.
10
He's
damage.
been rolling low.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Oh,
Good job, Winchester.
Way to go.
good horse.
Oof!
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yes, Winchester!
I take oof.
I'm.
Oh, I love him. I'm so glad he's back.
Fenris. Yeah, I forgot it. Yeah, he does 2d6.
It's time to
So
pass
glad.
I took it, yeah, just because he's an animal. I didn't think much of it.
I totally get that. Yeah.
I'm gonna do
I just remember. I think I remembered him stomping on Murkwire.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was so fun.
I'm going
It was
to
my
cast
favorite thing, you see.
Heckin' second level inflict wounds.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Fucking take this boy down.
Get him.
You've been killing my friends, and as much as Brad likes you, you have to go.
This will kill him, unless he rolls death saves. But still.
I would like to preemptively say non-lethal.
You can't.
It's
It's
You
magic.
can't
You can't
non-lethal
do
a spell.
that. Yeah, no.
Oh dear, and then I'm gonna hit him with my mace. Let me just, you know, Logan went through all of this time making art for this character.
I don't care.
Whatever, kill him. Kill him, you pussy.
The random, I would say,
dead.
the random moops had
That's a
had
hit.
death saves.
Yeah.
Damn you, Brad.
He takes 6 damage.
Fucking coward.
And then
Uh,
I think that's me, but I'm gonna stand there aggressively like grr.
Like grr.
Alrighty.
And take him on. I know that
All right,
it's-
Raleigh.
This is probably a group looking for me and
Get
Marion,
'em.
so
get him. Let's see. He's still
gonna be
doing
a
his
kill
whole
stealing
patient
son of a bitch
defense
again?
thing.
No, he's not.
He's prone.
He's
Oh,
prone.
is it? Oh, right. Shit.
Yeah.
Set it
Oh,
down,
but he's
yeah.
prone, so it's gonna.
You could snake him.
yeah, snake bite him.
Just
Do him a
walk
chomp chomp.
over here.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da-da-da. I haven't moved. And there we go. I'd like to introduce you to my good friend. His name is Peanut. Give him a kiss.
Aww.
I'm gonna clap my hands.
Come on!
You go to use it on him. As the snake lunges at him, his arm whips up and he grabs it by the neck.
I do not wish to kiss snake.
Oh, you let him go.
This is bad idea. Snake looks to be full of venom.
Yes, that is.
Just
that is
lying there
right.
staring up at you.
Release
that-
the snake.
Oh my
That's-
god.
I've
That's right.
heard it has curative properties. You know, give it a shot.
I do not believe.
I mean, I think we should let the dice decide. No.
Wow.
Tilts his head.
All right, is that you? That's your action and your bonus action.
Yeah, I would have had to use both. Yeah.
I
Quintus.
cannot believe that his actual name is Peanut now. I'm
Best
so happy.
place is probably here. So I can potentially shield those three.
Oh, you're so nice. I appreciate
What about your
Santa.
boy Fokin?
You know,
He's a strong boy.
You're
He's a strong
fine.
boy.
Shut up.
That's racist.
I'm the
Because of a
tinkerer.
hobgoblin,
I'm
isn't it?
so
That's
tough.
what this is.
That's a hit.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Get
Second
him.
attack. Boo.
Boo. That's a hit.
Yay!
Oh. Boo.
Oh god damn it.
Boo. That's you.
Actually,
Actually,
he's a teleporty boy.
no, he's not.
He teleported.
He did that once.
No, he didn't.
No, he just moved.
He just ran.
Oh, okay. So he's a run boy.
He's one of
He's a
them
Step
run
of,
boys.
step of the wind,
Yeah.
I believe.
He can't run now. I mean, he'll take an attack of opportunity off of like 4 people.
He didn't when he ran past us.
That's because he
True.
step of the wind. But yeah.
Which he could do again.
Oh.
Yeah, he disengaged.
I assume he did at least.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he did.
Okay.
I see.
Aww.
What do you think you're doing?
protecting the one I most care about.
Ouch, dude. Goddamn.
Wow. What up,
You guys
Lexi?
know what this was. Anyway.
Well, that's true. We do. We all know what this is.
Leaving Winchester over here.
Get him, Lexi.
It's a very slight.
Alright. I'm just gonna try to bam him. Just go bam him. He hasn't been moving, but it doesn't fucking cost me anything to booming blade him, so booming blade that boy.
Booming blade that bitch.
Yeah. Doing it.
Boom him.
Well,
That's a
that
miss.
round sucked.
You go to booming blade him, he rolls out of the way.
Cool.
And now it's his turn.
And now it's his turn.
Can't you scritch him?
Well,
scritch him.
I could try to screech him.
Get
Here we
that
go.
Get that sneak attack if you hit.
That's a hit.
Heck yeah.
Sneak attack.
Snack attack.
Oh my god, that was max damage!
I'm amazing!
That's incredible. He is.
I'm so proud of you.
That was a. You guys know
Sorry.
what we're doing.
Oh no! If only you hit him with that first attack!
Oh, and you're gonna hate this. His turn.
Yeah.
He's gonna fucking heal, isn't he?
He stands. You have forced me to use this. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a potion.
Yeah, makes sense.
Fuck!
I bet it's a superior as well. Oh no,
It
it's
is.
greater. Okay.
We can get that back off of him.
He downs it. He
Glug, glug,
breathes deeply.
I may die here, but I will do my best to do my job regardless. I owe that to Blister.
And I'm gonna have to figure out where a circle's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yes, that makes sense.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yum.
What if I don't like this, Logan?
Yum.
What if?
Delicious.
What if indeed?
Well.
This is last of power I have. Prepare to feel the power of sun.
I don't like the sun.
I mean, I can't say I care for it either.
He raises his arms up into the air. A large bolt of energy flickers and grows, and he forms what looks like a small spirit bomb above his head.
Oh no.
Here I go again.
Sounds
on
amongst
my
ourselves.
own.
This is last attack.
And he is going to ka-choink.
Damn it!
I ask this of you, my marks. Survive!
Miriam!
Am I alive? I'm alive!
You did it!
I'm dead.
You did it!
No. You're dying.
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 I swear to goodness.
You are all very durable.
Try
Yeah.
our best.
Seems like it.
He is going to, and this is the last thing he's got.
Huh.
He resumes his stance.
I hate you.
With
but
what?
I love you.
Hmm?
With what?
What do you mean?
He used his bonus action to heal, right?
Oh, you're correct.
Haha!
Yeah.
Nice catch, Spence.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. Well, he can suddenly reaction dodge.
Right?
What's that?
Maybe
You have
he
a-
can.
That he can.
That maybe it's a thing that he can do. That's flips through notebook. Bracers of reaction dodge. Didn't you know about those?
Oh, cool. We can fucking take those off his corpse.
They disintegrate if they use your dice.
Maybe you're going to. Maybe
Oh, good.
you're
We can
not
take it
gonna
off his
kill him.
unconscious body.
Why do we have to kill him?
He'll come back and keep trying to kill us. We have to kill him.
I am
Maybe he'll
against
start
killing him.
liking us.
Logan, you're up.
I'm against it super hard.
So I attack him.
Okay.
Do it.
This is it, Fume.
Kill him. Don't be a pussy, Spencer.
Spencer!
I'ma just go ahead and do
He
that.
takes 11 damage.
Have you considered...
And then I'm gonna do another
Please don't.
attack. Damn it!
He knocks it away.
I hate you!
I am neutral towards you!
I appreciate that.
No, I love this guy.
Is that you?
Vogan really likes him.
You'd be so surprised how many people hate us.
Miriam, roll a death save for the millionth time.
Oh my god!
What a babe!
Such a babe.
Winchester.
Get him, Winchester!
Winchester goes for the kick.
Kill him, Winchester!
Winchester misses.
Damn it,
Oh!
Fenris.
Okay.
Get him.
So let's try this again.
Do that inflict wounds you were gonna do last time.
Yeah!
Destroy
Destroy him!
How do I put this? No.
Bitch!
She doesn't have a ton of spell slots to help our friends.
I don't have that little, but
That is a miss.
oh.
You go for an attack. He grabs your wrist with his hand just as the mace is about to connect, and then lets it go as you back up. Oh,
Damn, Rolly.
I managed
Watering
to
down our
stop all
holes.
3 of the elf's attacks.
Oh, he wobbles slightly.
Careful, you might fall backwards. She's just looking at the ground.
Oh, thank you for concern. I am stable.
I feel like you're the only person that appreciates next turn.
Raleigh,
What?
roll a death save for the millionth time today.
What did you just say?
That's a fail.
I would also get yourself back.
Oh, why do you have 2 fails?
I think it
You
didn't
didn't delete the
It
ones
didn't delete
from
the
when
old
it
one,
hit.
yeah.
What I was saying, Carrie, was that heckin' he's probably the only one that appreciates her concern for him in that moment, which is
That's
Alright.
fair. I thought you were
Looks
gonna be
back
like the
to
only
Kitty,
one who appreciates
rushes
me, and I was
forward.
like,
no.
bitch.
Are you kidding? I can't.
Get him, Quintus.
Kill
Get
I'm
him.
gonna try,
Kill him!
man. I'm gonna
Don't
get
kill
2
him.
2s, but I'm gonna try.
Be honorable.
Kill me,
Also, be a wingman,
Wow,
dude.
Carrie.
No, I'm kidding.
Carrie got bloodthirsty, man.
I'm kidding.
That's a hit.
Hey!
Come on, be cool,
Get him!
dude. Be a wingman, man. Be cool, dude.
Ugh.
Oh,
He's
come
not
on.
doing good.
And hurrah!
Come on, my guy.
Nope.
That's a miss.
At which point?
It all comes down to this.
I haven't.
Oh, it doesn't come down to this. What are you doing? It all comes down to this.
Put me back over it, Kitty!
Alright, I'm gonna try to map him. Here I go.
If you take him out lethally,
Also,
you're
fucking
not
Booming
my
Blake, cause why
friend.
not? He's not gonna move, but Booming Blake, cause why not?
I double checked it a little bit ago. Because it's not the attack action, you cannot offhand after you use Booming Blade.
Aha.
Oh,
Just for
okay.
feedback.
So
Which
maybe
means that
regular
he
attack.
shouldn't have taken like 20 damage at one point, but who's counting? Whatever.
Okay, cool.
We're having
Maybe regular
fun.
attack him.
Okay, that's fair. I'm gonna try to map.
That's a hit.
Hey, don't kill him.
Sneak it.
Don't
kill him. What? Why not?
Don't. I'm
what?
so fond of this character.
I know you are.
Oh, this could do it. This could do it.
Just in case, I'll non-lethally do.
Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate Carrie.
You choose when they fall unconscious.
Oh my goodness!
On!
This
Are
dude
you
is
kidding?
resisting damage.
It's not. It's some stuff, but I
It's
digress.
stuff.
It's stuff.
Bonus action.
My fucking Wizard of Oz curtain is made of steel. You can't pull it back. It's a wall.
Oh my god.
You got a bonus
Wait, is
action
that-
attack?
Does that mean that my scratching nails offhand? So because I use Booming Blade, I can't do that? Or...
Oh, you did. That
You
was
didn't
Booming
use-
Blade.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also,
in that
Booming
case, no,
Blade
you
damage
can't.
wasn't on it.
Yeah, your
Oh,
Booming
shit.
Blade damage wasn't on there. So in that case, roll the
Sorry.
roll the 1d whatever it is for the Booming Blade hit. 1d8, I believe.
1d8, yeah.
Is that
All right. Oh my God.
Did I get
We're
him?
back at Nat19, boys.
Probably should have scritched him.
Is that?
Swear to
is-
God.
All right.
You have forced me to use this!
No, that did.
My
That did.
final attack.
My other healing potion!
Come on!
Wow!
A whole
us
round of work.
Nico, hacking the moving blade does 1d8, whereas scratching only does 1d4, so it's better to do.
I cannot call on power of sun. I must call on power of punching you in your body.
And he is going to go for some attacks.
Oh God.
So he is going to. Let's see. I'm just gonna make sure I'm recalling his stuff right. Yes. He's going to.
Oh.
Sure. Oh yeah, bonus action. He's gonna go ahead and he's going to quarterstaff. Vogan.
That's fair.
That makes sense.
That's a hit.
That makes sense.
You are unconscious. You are non-lethally taken out.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is then going to do the same thing, and he is going to do it to Fenris.
Grr.
Look, the 3 boys you fucked off on their own are all dead.
And boof! Hits you.
But I resist.
And he cannot take any more attacks. He does
Correct.
not have.
You
He
do
does
not
not
hit
have
me.
any bonus actions to spend. But Fenris, he can
Oh,
use
he's
1
gonna
key
shove
point.
Me, isn't he?
He is
Oh,
not
no.
going to shove you. Make a con save.
He's stunning strike.
Fenris, you are stunned. You feel your body lock up as he hits you.
Oh, that's super not good.
Don't worry, guys. We still have Winchester.
Thank God.
It's true.
She just freezes up.
That
in
is
his
his
face.
last key point.
He didn't dodge. Winchester can take him.
Get him!
Oh my
Bright
god.
red.
Vogan, no death save. Miriam, death
man.
save.
Arian, please.
Arian, please.
Yeah.
That is a
Thank
success.
God.
Boy.
Winchester.
Get him, Winchester!
Winchester's going. Tries to hit him, and that is a miss.
Damn it!
Fenris, you are stunned.
Can she make a save at the end of her turn?
There's no save for it.
Yeah.
It ends at the end of the
Okay.
monk's next turn.
Gotcha. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Rowley, make a death save.
One. Damn it!
Success!
I mean, there was a 1 in there.
Quintus.
Okay, so
This is the most down to the wire resources depleted fight I
let's
could have
fucking
asked
go, I
for.
guess.
Get him!
I
How about
can't
you
tell
get him?
I feel like you should get him.
Get him.
That's a hit.
Yeah, got him! Kill him.
That's 7
Come
damage.
on! He just healed. It's not gonna be a ton, I guess.
Yeah, I know,
can
but
do
damn it!
You can do it.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Die.
Knock him out.
Come on, you could get him with this.
Come on, boy.
Nope.
You can do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Alexei.
push him.
You can't push him.
He's not within 5 feet of you.
I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna push Fenris.
Maybe she'll
All
push
right,
him.
Lexi.
It's all up to Lexi.
Don't
do not-
say that! I'm
You-
mean!
You got this.
Just
We
push us
believe in
Oh,
you.
God!
Oh my god,
Christ.
this fight.
It's ridiculous.
Here I go! One! Yes!
That's a hit.
Non-lethally, I guess.
Use your booming blade thing. If you're
Oh
using
yeah,
it.
fuck yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm sure. I can't imagine this not taking him down.
Have either of us
You
taken
say
damage
that.
at all?
Nope!
The two people who charged him are the.
He's down!
I am sorry, Blister. I was not enough.
Wait, before you like pass out, who's passed out?
No!
Crap! Shite, he's fucking passed out, guys! Who's Blister?
I
Keep
tell you,
initiative
but-
going, baby.
I run to.
Yeah.
Initiative continues. You don't run anywhere.
I'm waiting to run to Kitty.
Vogan, you don't make any. Miriam.
Miriam's awake!
Never mind, I'm running to Kitty.
Mariam, what would you like to do with your turn?
What a babe.
Oh, he's fucking unconscious. Okay, I stand up.
As he goes unconscious, the fire on his head goes out.
He's bald!
He's a hobgoblin! I'm thinking.
I mean, that's what Fenris would probably jump to, but no, because it was fire. That's the only thing she says when she comes out of
I
unconsciousness.
cast healing word on Raleigh.
Yay!
Go.
I have like no heals, man.
Heal. And...
Take that.
Raleigh, you awaken again. This time the man is down.
Oh, he's gone now.
Better!
Yes!
Oh, that's bloody brilliant. Oh, God.
That's my turn.
We out now?
I
Yep.
think we're out of, now that no one can...
Unless anybody wants to get up, Vulcan.
I'll get him up. I'll do a
Someone
cure.
get him up, goddamn.
I'll do a cure wounds on the boy. Level 1, because we're not going crazy right now. I'll do a little...
Blister comes out of the fucking forest. We're like, shit!
Shoots from the back of the head.
Yeah, dude!
That would happen to us, wouldn't it?
Yup.
Okay, come here. Alright. I'm healing a bald person and looking at another one. As she heals. Did that not go through? Oh dear.
Yeah, you did
Oh,
nothing.
because you're, it's still not programmed on her sheet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most likely.
What are you trying to do, Brad?
I'm trying to do a cure wounds level 1.
Should have still done 2. Please look out for places where there should be dice until we get this fixed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna click and drag. I think it's because I didn't use the combat sheet.
You roll
They
1d8,
might
please.
have- Oh, duh. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yep. I.
We're
chose
getting
not
2
to
more
hear
hit
you.
points.
I don't know.
Alright. Boop, boop. Alright. Alright. Is this fucker down?
Load
Yeah,
him
we
onto
go.
Winchester.
Someone tie him up. I'm gonna go
I'll do
after
it.
the others.
Really jumping at the chance to do that there, Fenris? That's kinda...
I don't know. I'm here.
Load him onto Winchester, I'll help Vogan.
I'm going off in the direction that I saw him walk off with, with the others.
I
Where you
thought,
going?
I thought I had rope.
They're dealing with a problem.
What? You're really hurt. You shouldn't be doing anything right now. You should go back to
I'm
the
fine.
house.
You
No,
guys can
Going with him.
I'm gonna just take the net and wrap him in it since I don't have a rope.
That's fair.
I will go and manacle him. I have manacle.
Oh,
you
that
You
works.
go.
Probably
That
best one
works.
to do so.
Marry him. He's bald.
Okay, you guys don't need to keep actually walking
Yeah.
that way.
Sorry.
Miriam, did you only get the one set of manacles, or
I have 2 sets of manacles.
can I get one of those? Just so
Yeah,
I
you
can.
come ask for one. Mary will give it to you.
So you guys are heading in that direction. You are looking for Blister and the other 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vogan will go over and ask Miriam for the manacles, and if he says yes, then we'll continue off.
Guys, as he was passing it, we mentioned someone called Blister, and I don't know what that is.
Blister's his companion.
Okay.
She's the
Because
one
it's
firing
dark,
a gun.
I'm going to turn on my globe.
We did
She's
hear
what?
gunshots.
I'm not there.
Yeah, we're away.
Fenris, you don't need it.
I heard gunshots.
Yeah, we got shot at.
As you guys go to look, I'd like those of you over there to roll me, let's say roll me investigation to see if you can find them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe in you.
That ain't bad.
That's really
Roll
good.
investigation.
I love my -1 investigation. Let's fucking go! Oh, damn.
Hey!
As you guys go off, you
Fucking
guys
beat
go
me.
off about 200 feet in that direction until the point where you hit one of the pathways that moves through the forest. You do find them. You find the 2 thugs that were working with them, both of them slumped up against the tree, and you see 2 horses are nearby. You also see the tracks of what seems to be a set of horse tracks that is taken off into the distance.
Oh, so
So
Blister's
just
not
the
there.
the 2 thugs.
Just the 2 thugs, still unconscious, rested up against a tree with 2 horses nearby.
He must have gotten her up.
Lexi, take the reins of the horses.
Okay.
We'll take these 2.
Okay. I do.
Only
And
one pair of
I'll,
manacles.
I'm gonna use some of my rope to tie them up.
As you try to take the reins of the horses actively resist you.
Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna hurt you.
As you continue trying to pull them, they're going to keep pulling back against you. Whoever's pulling them, please roll me animal handling.
Shit.
I believe in you.
Is it just you?
I think it's just me.
Okay, well, the horses rolled much higher than you.
That's not surprising.
They continue to fight against you. Unless you physically force them, they don't go anywhere you ask them to.
Guys, I'm having a lot of trouble. These horses don't like me.
Upon seeing that, can I go and try to?
If you wish to. Roll animal handling.
Dude, I don't have a great one either, so. Hey!
They fight against you as well.
Oh, no more. Okay.
Jeez.
Leave them. They're just horses.
But I mean, like, we have stables and stuff, and we could take care of them.
They're not coming with us voluntarily, unless you want to knock it out and drag it to the stables.
I'm not gonna be able to
Then-
drag a horse fucking. I'm not that strong.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Let's just take these 2 guys to the house.
Are the horses tied up?
They would be tied to a tree.
I'll cut the rope.
All right. They remain perfectly in place.
I cut the ropes and then I take up the guard and I start walking off.
Yep. Pick up the
Are you guys taking the thugs?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So,
Bye, horsies.
it's a good time to wrap up. I assume that you are taking all of the people that you just knocked unconscious back to the house.
Man, I love the
Yeah.
fact we have a basement.
Downstairs.
You're right. Like, nah.
Cool.
We got a
We will
Tell me-
figure out exactly what you guys are doing with them next time. We're going to stop there.
Yay!
Hooray! We didn't die.
We have prisoners!
We came damn close though.
So that was Fume. You guys enjoy Fume?
I really
I
like.
I just needed to get rid of all my bad rolls so that I do good in the tournament is all, you see.
Fucking right.
Okay.
I have no. You know how I feel.
Get rid of all my number 2s so I come in number 1, you know?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
Alrighty.
Do it.
One sec, guys, because you all have experience coming to you.
Yay!
I hope it's a lot.
I really want it to be a lot.
It'll be an
It's
amount.
Probably not.
It's probably not
Nice.
going to be a lot, but I hope it's a lot.
I hope I level.
Ooh, I might.
I also
I was
might,
gonna say
if
I'm like
it's over
700 experience away.
700 too,
Same.
yeah.
I don't know where I am. I don't keep track of these.
You guys ready?
If you go to your thing and
You guys ready for
then
levels?
find God-
Are you guys ready? Are you ready for like
Get it.
2 experience each?
I
Oh, that'd be
swear to
great.
God.
Yes.
Lexi, Vogan, and Quintus have all leveled.
Hell yeah! High five, my boys!
High five!
Yeah.
Just get good. Just get good.
Just
I missed one
just
session.
show up for games, you know?
I missed one session.
Kitty didn't level?
Yeah, Miriam didn't level. What the heck?
I guess he has less experience. He needs 400.
Oh.
How much
Like,
do
we
we
might
and
have done
Aristo
something.
need?
Maybe we did something.
Did we?
I need
Like-
like
We do tend to wander off, the
2,000.
three of us.
Oh, was it the boar? Or not the boar, the bear?
The bear?
The bear. I did not give experience for the bear.
It was the bear.
Well, what
I'm gonna
the
assume
fuck?
it's the bear until proven otherwise.
You
So-
guys had split up and did different things when you were in the Crystal Queen's castle. If I had to say anything, it would have been around there.
Oh, that makes
Nice.
sense.
Because they were banging.
Haha.
Because they were busy
They were
banging.
banging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, then I don't
That's
care.
They were banging and we were doing other things.
I regret
Yeah,
nothing.
we were being productive, like
Yeah,
gaining
we
life
weren't
experience.
getting her pissed at us.
Yeah, right. Christ, we did
I
nothing
regret-
to piss
I
her
regret
off.
nothing. You all can eat a rock.
Cool.
All right.
Eat a rock, guys.
Here I go.
So,
Hero.
heckin' we'll handle those levels between games. Wow, the whole party's so close.
What if
Wow.
they around us?
This is the feet
Tell me
level.
to 2,000 XP.
That's close. Alrighty.
It's defeat
I
level.
guess we're gonna have to go train.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that was oof, he was a chunky
The
boy.
whole thing. He was
He
a whole
was-
thing, that boy.
He was glorious.
He had an
You're
effect
right.
on that was giving him temporary hit points every round. That's
I
why it
see.
seemed like he had resistance to things.
I see. Okay.
That's crazy.
That's
Level
why,
rating
especially
effect.
at the start when you guys weren't hitting him all that much, that's why it seemed like he took so much damage before it finally went through, like before it bloodied him. Oof.
So when
Man.
excuse me, when he passed out and his hair went away, did all of the like lava lines in him also die down?
They would have
or gone fainter.
unlit slightly, but they would still be there. They'd just be very faint, as if they were embering.
Oh, that's so cool.
Noting that you guys, Vogan in particular, you would have seen him pick several people up and put them over his shoulders. You would have noticed that a lot like with how fucking Ganassi are in this world, the fire doesn't actually seem to burn anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. It's just for flavor.
What does fire hair even feel like? Like hot air?
One would imagine it'd be like air.
Oh my goodness.
It would have been like a strong wind.
So was he bald when his hair went out?
Yes, he is.
bald.
Amazing.
Even
Beautiful.
even unconscious, that stony, intense look on his face remains.
Cool.
Undo
Just
the effects
tell
of
you.
age. because
Looking
my next
between
section-
heckin' Vogan and Fume. Bald.
You gonna undo what?
Bald.
I'm just reverting the effects of age, putting my max HP back to normal.
Gotcha. Everybody, yeah, everyone that was benefited from aid,
Yeah.
give yourself back, heckin'. Leave it on, actually, Miriam, because you guys got 8 hours. We'll switch it back when you guys take a rest.
He's expecting them to kill us in 8 hours.
Anything could happen in 8 hours. I don't know.
If that happens, I go unconscious.
Yeah. All right.
Oof.
Heckin', let's heckin' get rid of this. Where are you?
I'm so glad we finally got to meet Blister, because you've been talking about Blister.
You guys haven't met
forever.
Blister yet. You've encountered Blister.
Yeah, we haven't talked to Blister.
If I will tell you that if all three of you had been there at the start, or if another couple rounds had passed, Fume would have come out along with Blister, and you would have had a very bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, those.
But you
we
guys,
did the
you guys
correct
went,
thing.
you guys went looking for Blister, so you found Blister relatively close to what was happening. Her main strategy was to keep 200 feet away, so that entire fight with Fume would have been her taking pot shots in the distance, and it would have taken many rounds to get to her. But she didn't have enough time to get that far away when you guys came to look, so
Hey, Logan.
she couldn't. Yeah.
Can I do what I did the last time I was at a camp and just leave a message saying, "Come get your friends"?
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a campsite, but sure.
I know, but like I just leave it where we were, just like, "Come get your friends."
So, is it correct to assume these are the guys that have been making camps
Yes.
around? Okay.
Cool.
You never
So are
know.
fire antiques
I'm
just better than
clueless.
ice? Why would you say that? Logan, what information did you base that on?
It's because they turn bald.
Indeed.
Okay.
Mary
That's
could
what
be
makes
bald
them
if she
better.
wanted to.
Really?
love
You guys
it.
neither like fucking Mary Mist's racial abilities and Fume's racial abilities both haven't really come into play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious what they.
You know, that was the fact that he was a monk was what was giving them trouble.
Yeah. What level monk is he?
And the fact
just
that I was
out of
rolling
curiosity.
twos.
He is he's certainly a monk.
God
Aw,
damn
man.
you, Logan.
Fair.
That's all you
I'm
need to
assuming
know.
guessing
very
he was-
high level because
I'm
of
assuming
the
he was
amount
pretty
of
high
sunburst
because
he got
was-
off.
Yeah, the sunburst, and he'd have to at least be 6 for like the stunning strikes and stuff like that too. I think. No, he would have to be 5.
He sure is a monk.
He's a monk.
He sure is an NPC.
He's a villain.
much
He's allowed to
happened.
have whatever he wants to have.
He's not a villain. He's a cutie.
He's a villain.
What?
That would have been so different too, by the way, if you guys hadn't insisted on remaining in this fucking clump. So you'd just be like, haha, sunburst! Sunburst! Sunburst!
To Two of us were unable to move for most of that fight.
If he wasn't worried about killing you, he actually probably would have done more damage, because he could have been doing more on those, but he was, you know, in universe, he was concerned with, you know, you were injured. In the meta, he could have overmax hit pointed Mariam and Raleigh, so he was like, nah.
Yeah, then he wouldn't have been able to make it back to the place, though. Then he would have been stabbed through.
Yeah, then he would have had to be killed.
And then the fucking city was gonna be mad at us.
Well, I don't think they would be cross if it was. Okay.
We're out in the city right now, and again, that assumes they find the body.
I'm guessing that that's what you were meaning, though, Logan. Whenever the the thugs were going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think that the laws of Summergrass simply stop dead at the walls of Summergrass, then no.
Oh, yeah.
We were told specifically that we cannot kill them, and
that it would be criminal. Yeah, I know all that shtick. But again, that also depends on.
They have to find the body. No, I totally agree with that part.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Heckin'. I know we've heard you do Russian accents before, but with this like personality behind it, 10 out of 10.
So
like,
about it, man.
It's
God
so
damn.
good.
If he can fight.
Right?
How dare you?
Well, no, he's different than Mateo. Mateo's like friends. And this
Yeah.
I hate to inform you, but I need to like beat you guys up, but not kill you.
It's true.
It's like, get away, horse.
He harbors no ill will. He just has to do his job.
Yeah.
Wants to make that money.
And by the way, Spencer, you said that you think that you figured out what Blister was?
Oh, the Ranger girl is? Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a Gray Arrow thing.
She is, yes. She's a Gray Arrow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, she's especially bad against mages.
Yep.
I don't know any of their abilities. Just I haven't looked at their like class sheet or whatever, but I remember you saying that they're bad news for mages.
We just like 20 minutes ago got a bunch of raids. I feel bad.
Oh
no!
Oh no!
Yeah. They, in particular, they give off an aura that if you are within it, you have disadvantage on concentration checks. Their attacks, if you are benefiting from magic willingly, then they do extra damage to you on top of things like Hunter's Mark. And if they hit you, the concentration check, normally it's half the damage or 10. With them, it's half the damage or their spell save DC, whichever's higher.
That is bad news bears for mages.
It's casting magic and benefiting from it around them is bad. And then they have some other things, but she's not a high enough level to benefit from the really big, like, sever you from the weave abilities that they have.
Their final ability is fucking nasty, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't.
It's big.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to forget how to cast spells for a while?
Yeah.
Oof.
Plus, it does a bunch of damage, right?
Yeah, it does a bunch of psychic damage and leaves an effect on them that they can either, if they fail it, they can either choose, they have to do a roll when they cast a spell and may fail, or they can choose to use a second spell slot to cast it, but it's bad, especially for high level spells.
Whew. That's nasty.
Yeah, they're mean.
What a good game.
She totally looks like a Star Wars character. She totally looks like
really
whatever
does.
race fucking.
Oh my
She
God.
looks like whatever race Darth Maul is.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be sharing them both in?
Yeah, of course.
Heck yeah.
Higgity heck yeah.
I'll be using these pictures for.
Yo, right, I was gonna say for reasons. For
research.
What? You guys are
Science.
Science.
The prude police is here to say no thank you, but also this will be my new wallpaper.
After the credits go through this time, we'll be done. Reminder to everybody, since they're almost done, about the commission stuff. You can check that below. Details are below. I won't go over the whole spiel again since I already have. And reminder about Nat19, which we've been talking about, but this month is the me, Aaron, and Carrie one, about characters talking about other NPCs, asking questions about them, and just general questions. Alrighty. So, that's us. So we're gonna go, YouTube.
Adios.
Goodbye.
Bye, YouTube. We love you.